Hello, hello, hello. Hello, guys. Can you hear me? Can you hear me loud and clear? Hello, how are we all doing today? Welcome back to the Sonny Talk Spurs YouTube channel. And we're here today with our very first match live stream. I'm very excited about this one. I'm absolutely buzzing. Hopefully, you can hear me all loud and clear because, as usual, is always going to be a technical difficulty with these things. It's the norm. It's just, it wouldn't be Tottenham if there wasn't a technical hiccup. But we're live now. The audio seems to be performing well. I'm happy about that. So, as always, if you are new to the Sonny Talk Spurs YouTube channel and you can hear me loud and clear, let me know in the comments section or in the live chat. Leave your likes so we can get this live stream seen by everyone. We want it to go viral. We want everyone to be able to watch my beautiful muggins reacting to this game today. And as we all know, it is Manchester City versus Tottenham Hotspur, Thomas Frank's first away game. And as I say, let's get your likes, subscribe if you're not already, and also leave your super chats in the comment section, and I'll be more likely to answer your questions because they pop up easier and I can see all of that good sort of stuff. And we obviously have got to start in the best area, and that is with the starting lineups. And a bit of a surprise from Tottenham, actually, with the fact that we look like we're going for, I'd say, a back four. I think it is, actually, because I hate this in pre-match graphics when they don't put them in the right order. They've been done in number order. So the Tottenham team reads like this. We have Vicario in goal, Palhinha, Richarlison, Romero as captain, Mohamed Kudus, Brennan Johnson, Pedro Porro, Jed Spence, Papa Matassar, Rodrigo Bentancur, and Van der Ven. So looks like a four in the back, very similar to the shape that Thomas Frank was playing against Burnley, but Palhinha comes in, I believe, and also Bentancur comes in. So he's basically changed the midfield from Archie Gray and Bergvall to Palhinha and Rodrigo Bentancur. And the Manchester City team reads like this. They have James Trafford in goal, at right back, Rico Lewis at the back in the centre-back positions. They have John Stones and Ruben Diaz. Then they have Ryan Ait-Nouri at left back. They then have Nico Gonzalez in midfield. I don't think he played last week against Wolves. They have Tijjani Reijnders, who worries me in that midfield position. Oscar Bobb and Ryan Cherki and Omar Marmoush are in the attacking areas. And then obviously Erling Haaland is up top as that number 9, the number 9 for Manchester City, who we've got to be very, very wary about. And let me know in the comment section, in the live chat, what are your predictions for this match? What are your score predictions? Do you think Tottenham have a chance? We have had a good away form against Manchester City in the Premier League, in the Champions League, in Cups. Last year even beat them 4-0, which was quite a surprise considering how, Ange Postecoglou's teams tend to play. And if you think about it, Thomas Frank, when you look at how he did with his Brentford side up there, he got some good results in the last few years. I think they did the double over City, not last year, but the year before that. But 6 of you in the live stream so far. Hopefully we can get that number up if you leave your likes and your questions, because I know there's a lot of people watching this game today, so there's a fierce competition. So let's have a look at some of your comments. Samson Spurs fan says, hi, hope you're doing well, mate. And Matusi says perfect, and Alex Cool saying that the sound check is all right. I know it might be a bit tinny, guys. I mean, this mic has failed me for the last time. I'm going to have to get a new one. But this is like the 4th or 5th live stream I've done now. So hopefully we're getting there when it comes to, getting a bit more used to our surroundings. So we will get there one day. Samson Spurs fan again says, is Rodrigo coming? Do you mean Rodri or do you mean Rodrigo Bentancur when you mention Rodrigo? Because obviously there's a difference between the two. And then Matusi says, score prediction 2-2. I'd take a draw. I would take a draw in this game. A good win against Burnley. We've got Bournemouth coming up. We've got West Ham the week after that. I think we've just got to stay in a positive mindset, and drawing will be... Sorry, just get a little bit of fluids on board because it's going to be a long stream. We're going to be streaming for 2 hours. I've got to make sure I'm at my peak fitness, and I've got a Fanta beside me. But I think if we get a draw, it's momentum, because this Manchester City side, I don't know if many of you watch them against Wolves, they look ferocious. They look hungry. They look ready to take on this Premier League. They really want to go and win that Premier League title, which really, really worries me. But as I'm watching on my stream now on TNT Sports, they're all lining up in the tunnels and getting ready for this one. Samson, the Spurs fan, says 3-2 win. I assume you mean for Spurs. I hope you mean for Spurs. But it's just a really tricky test. It's a really tricky test. But as always, during this live stream, I will be reacting to the game, to the goals, all what's going on, and obviously get your questions in as it goes on. But all I will say is, because I'm on a stream, I'm on a TNT Sports stream, which is behind. Try and not do spoilers in the chat. Try and not do spoilers, because I hate spoilers. I hate, being a bit delayed. But that's the thing when you're watching a what's it called, internet stream from TNT Sports. They are sometimes a little bit delayed, so it can cause a bit of but we don't want people having the game spoiled. We want to sit here, we want to enjoy it. But 70 of you in the chat right now, fierce competition. Hopefully we can get these numbers up. My goal today is to hit 100 likes. So if any of you joining right now to in this live stream can share the stream so more people can watch it, get involved, leave your likes, leave your questions and all that sort of stuff. Samson the Spurs fan saying I'm watching it on TNT Sports as well. It's the only place to watch the early kickoff, it would seem. Obviously, you can listen on TalkSport as well. I could have done that, really, but my beloved TalkSport. But I need to see the visuals. I need to see Thomas Frank's Tottenham side. And, yeah, they've got the City team on screen right now, 4-2-3-1, Reijnders and Gonzalez in the holding positions. And then, yeah, Thomas Frank's team on screen again. Just to reiterate, Vicario in net, Pedro Porro right back, Romero and Van der Ven are the centre-backs, Jed Spence at left-back, Sarr and Palhinha and Bentancur in like a midfield three. I guess Sarr's going to be playing in the 10. I'll see where TNT have put them in the lineup. And then with Kudos and Brennan Johnson flanking Richarlison. Looks like Brennan Johnson will be playing on the left again for Spurs. Yeah, they put it up on screen. Yeah, Johnson on the left, Kudos on the right, Richarlison through the middle. A flat, they've put it as a flat three of Bentancur, Palhinha and Sarr, but I guess Sarr could go in that 10 role. And then the back four and goalkeeper, as I've just said, as well. And also, I want to get your guys' views on, obviously, Eberechi Eze news from this week. A lot of, reaction to that. I saw, and I don't really approve of this, I think some Tottenham fans vandalised the Arsenal mural for Eberechi Eze. So yeah, it's been an intense week to be a Tottenham Hotspur fan. I did a stream for that. I'm looking to do more streams. I've just got to sort my setup a little bit more. At the moment, they are a bit slapdash. But 15 of you in the chat already. Actually, it's just gone down to 11. But if you are new and you've just joined ahead of this kickoff, leave your likes, subscribe, and also leave your super chats, because I really want to do some more live streams, and the super chats and the questions there will let me know that I am I will want to do more of these going forward. Samson Spurs fan says, I'm wearing a away shirt with Kudos on the back. I need to buy that shirt. Do you know what it is? I'm a bit old-fashioned when it comes to buying football shirts. I like to buy them in person just to know, because I like wearing a bit of a baggy fit, like a bit of a sort of looser, because I wear them to festivals and stuff like that. So I would rather wear them, with a bit of a, I don't want to be restricted. I don't want to be like a rugby shirt. So, I want to buy that away shirt. I also want to buy the yellow one. I don't know how many of you want to buy the yellow one as well when it comes out, but they haven't released that yet. Too much turmoil going on at the football club to release another kit at the moment. But I'm wearing I don't know what year this is. I always forget the year. Was it 15-16 maybe? I think this was the 15-16 kit, or maybe 16-17. And I've got Harry Kane on the back. Probably can't see. Yeah, you can see the Harry Kane 10 on the back. So, this is one of my favorites. I actually picked this shirt up from in Berlin last year during the Euros. Classic Football Shirts had a pop-up shop in Berlin, and I saw it there. It was about 60 quid, and I thought, with a name on the back as well. And I wanted this shirt at the time, but I could never get it. So I was really happy about that. Right, looks like we're about to kick off then. I'm going to make sure I'm muting my phone because I don't want any, I don't want any spoilers whatsoever for this one. Papa Matasar looking to kick the mighty Spurs off, all in black. I mean, that kit looks absolutely beautiful. I know City got a black kit as well this season, but yeah, I think it looks good. And Samson says same. I do like the third shirt. I mean, Chelsea had their one out this year. I guess you have to let me know if anyone knows in the comment section. Are Nike doing all the alternate shirts with old badges? Because Chelsea had the old lion that reminds me of 0304, and Spurs have got, I mean, I've got the Holston Spurs shirt that has the old logo on it, and it looks absolutely fantastic. Right, Manchester City having the ball on their right-hand side for a throw-in. I wonder, I want to know your guys' predictions in terms of not just score, but like, do you think we're going to have a lot less of the ball than we did last week? I think we had about 70% possession when it came to it. And Erling Haaland driving with the ball, and Romero closes it out and passes it back to Vicario, who, I mean, I have enjoyed our passing out from the back lately under Thomas Frank. I find it a bit better than what we were doing under Ange Postecoglou. That was giving me the heebie-jeebies when we used to pass out under Frank. Samson, Spurs fan again. I think it will be like the PSG game. But the only thing is, we're not playing a back five. We're playing a back four or back three, back five, whatever you want to call it. I guess we will just be sitting a lot deeper. I think Frank wants to experiment. He just doesn't want us to sit too deep. I think that was the problem with PSG, and that was the learnings we took from maybe that, like from the Bayern to the PSG game. The back three meant, you know, we were doubling up on their wingers and their attackers, PSG, but we then just sat off too much. I think with this, there is that scope for maybe trying to counter-attack, City a little bit more efficiently as, Ryan Cherki tries to thread a ball through to Erling Haaland, but it's cut out by, I'm not sure who that was in the end. I'm not sure. One of the midfielders, I think, came along. 14 you watching now, and Dan Davenport, a regular contributor to the channel, says, "Hey, young Sonny." Thanks for calling me young. I'm nearly 30, so I'll take that as a compliment. But 14 of you watching the stream, we want to get that number up. Hopefully, get it into the hundreds at some point. 11 likes as well. Get the likes up, guys. We want to, make sure this is spreading around the algorithm. People would rather watch a Spurs fan than say a Rory Jennings. Let's watch a Spurs fan react to this instead of some, people who are not Spurs fans. So, yeah, let's get the likes equal to the number of people. Get your questions in, get your comments in. I'll try and react to them because obviously I've got the game in front of me, got the live chat to me. Hopefully my audio is all good. We had a bit of a mare with the first stream, which is really annoying, but we move, and hopefully it hasn't ruined my stream, this stream getting around too much. And also, excuse me, leave your super chats as well. It's a massive support for the channel, and your questions as well. And Samson Spurs fan said, I watched the last stream on the Eze signing and subs on that video. Really appreciate that, mate. Obviously, I've got loads of videos coming up on the channel. Go back and watch some of my videos on Eze. I did a really good one. I had an appearance with Rory, actually, speaking of him, talking about the Eze situation, who we should sign. So go back and watch that after you've watched this. And also what I'll do is I'll probably do my classic reaction video after the game, like I usually do. But I just wanted to try a live stream, 17 people watching. Really appreciate you guys joining. And just wanted to see, if I've got the minerals to do a live stream, because it can be knackering, and sometimes, have I got enough in me to talk for 3 hours long? I think I have. I used to struggle to talk for like a reaction video for 8 to 10 minutes, but now we're doing all right. Then we have Sebastian Alaru. How you doing, mate? Hi. Any way you can help me watch the game? I mean, I'm watching it on, I've got a subscription to TNT Sports and what's it called? Discovery. I would say just look on Reddit maybe for streams, mate. If anyone else knows that, but I just don't want to tell people, just watch this. This is a good enough reaction to watch the game. I'll try and be as descriptive as I can, as John Stones is on the ball, and we're looking sharp in the sense of our press. We're very pressed up and making sure they can't get in behind. But then, as I say that, Omar Marmoush, ball over the top. Can he make anything of it? And he's passed it back, and Sarr has closed that out. And he's looking. Kudos. Could not keep it in play. Unlucky son. Right. And then Dan Davenport thinks it'd be 1-1. I will take a draw now, mate. I would take a draw, whatever I can do. Whatever I can do. I just want us to keep, an unbeaten streak going into the next few games. You know, these first games for Thomas Frank, for this Tottenham squad after what's gone on this week with the Eze news, will be very, very important and vital. So, yeah, hopefully Spurs can, just put on a good display, like we did against PSG. Like, go out there, we made statements in that game. I hope we can do that again today. Samson the Spurs fan says, "Can you remember me from that stream?" Of course I can. I remember everyone from my streams. I'm getting a bit of a regular little community going on here. We've got more likes and viewers at the moment, so it's going in the right direction. Dan Davenport says, "Have you heard the rumours Nuno could get fired soon? Big Ange being linked to Forest. Job as Nuno has been heavily critical over lack of signs." Yeah, I mean, was the biggest story from yesterday. I'm quite shocked. I'll come back to that in a minute, Dan. Aggressive. City are being aggressive. They've got to be, though, haven't they, Samson? I mean, it is the way. And RD Churi says, all City at the moment, but we're doing okay. The thing is, in these games, they are going to have the ball, but as we're looking at now, Tottenham have just won a set piece. This is where the game will be won and lost. Pedro Porro's delivery has to be perfect. Pedro Porro, I think Frank looks at him as one of the best set piece takers from corners, from free kicks, and this is what we did against PSG. It's a good area. It's a nice area for Pedro Porro to swing one in the back post. As he takes it, it's quite a floater, and it goes out. I think that's to Bentancur, and Haaland clears it. Not too good. That I think we needed to be a bit better there in those areas, but it was a bit of a foul off the ball. I think that was with Moosh. Sorry, it's probably going to be me making a lot of sound effects as this game goes on. Jonathan Gray, hello, mate. How you doing? How do you see how this game going to go? I'm hoping for a draw. Can't see another 4 goals from Spurs. Yeah, I think it's going to be cagey. I think it's going to be 2 strong defenses going at it, and Tottenham just trying to pick City off. It'll be interesting because City was so free-flowing against Wolves. Obviously, Wolves not, one of the teams up for potential relegation. It's going to be interesting to see James Trafford in a big game as well, to see if, he's got the credentials to be City's starter. John Stone's also playing. Be interesting to see how he gets on. Ruben Diaz, they've not played together for a long while. My good friend Kieran Carlin, who's a City fan, was very optimistic that they're back and was quite happy about that. But I want to go to a game this season. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm not a season ticket holder. I only can go to games if if my mate has a free ticket, if his dad does. Oh, and there's good press here. Oh, is that a foul? Is that a foul? Haaland fouling Richarlison. Really good press there by Spurs. By the way, it's going to be proper jumping all over the place, this. Richarlison winning the ball. I think it was, so a weird ball played out by John Stones. Haaland chests it. Romero, really aggressive on Haaland. Really good foul. And he's sort of stretching and takes out Richarlison. Quite a dangerous little tackle. It's good Richarlison sort of going away for it because it is studs up and a bit higher. RD Churi says, can you please call out the game time you want to sync with your stream? I am currently on 7:42, 7:43, 7:44, 7:45. Does that help? If you haven't synced it up, let me know and we can go from there. But going back before this free kick's taken to Dan Davenport, yeah, I mean Nuno. I mean, it sort of annoys me more about the Morgan Gibbs White situation. The fact that Nuno, I mean, I can see Nuno going and then maybe, I mean, Ange would be so random though. I can't really see Ange possibly. It's going from one extreme to the next. Nuno defensive. It is just really, really weird. But yeah, I'm sure we'll be able to talk about more of those points maybe at halftime. But Pedro Porro lining up another free kick to help you sync up. We're now on 8 minutes 17, 8 minutes 18, 8 minutes 19. If that helps you, RD Churi. I appreciate. I'd rather be the commentator than the TNT guys. Is Pedro Porro going to shoot? Oh. Not a bad effort, that. I mean, the first free kick is terrible. Pedro Porro drives it low at the wall, hits, I can't tell who that is in the wall, Ruben Diaz. And then his second shot, I mean, it had James Trafford reaching in that net, but it was always going wide. Yeah, I mean, our free kicks are going to have to be vital, Samson. I think they're really going to have to, be the difference in these games, in these, matchups, because Thomas Frank really prides himself on, really good set pieces, really good regimented attacks. And, and that's poor from Pedro Porro. Oh, my God, I think they just hit the post. Oh, my God, what is Pedro Porro doing? Omar Marmoush picking his pocket, getting a shot away from wide. Vicario all over the place. It's a long ball from James Trafford. and Pedro Porro gets done by the bounce, a really soft header back, and Marmoush picks his pocket, has a shot. Oh, it doesn't hit the post of it. Sorry, the camera angle did me there. I don't know if Vicario gets a toe on that. City fans thought that had gone in as well. One of the silly hat, but we can't be doing that silliness. We like just kick it out if that's going to happen. Just hoof it out. Ait-Nouri, you're welcome, mate. No worries. Talksport, Dan Davenport says Talksport reported on their website contact has been made between Forest owner and Ange. Yeah, there was a few reports coming out from I think Matteo Moretto, who's I don't know who he works for, but he was saying the whole thing about Ange and the whole thing about, I don't know if it's because of the Greek, obviously Ange half Greek, half Australian, Marinakis Greek. I don't know if that's because of that, but it's a weird one. I mean, I've heard West Ham fans after last night saying they'd take Nuno at the Soulless Bowl. So be interesting to see. Oh, Richarlison picking James Trafford's pocket. Oh, I mean, our press is so much better. Considering that Ange thought that we were going to be a pressing team and wanted us to be a pressing team, I find and a nice little cross from Kudus, just over. It's going to be a big game for Kudus, I hope. I hope he really shows that he has got the minerals to play in these big games. Samson Spurson says, I'm not going to give spoils away as I'm ahead of you. Yeah, if any of you are ahead, my aim is I don't want any spoilers. I don't want any spoilers on this live stream because I want to be reactive. I want to, see the game in front of me. Van der Ven pressing. I mean, he's just given away a foul on Rico Lewis. But the press from the centre-backs, I mean, Romero won the one from the free kick, and he was really pressing high on Erling Haaland there when he won the ball from James Trafford. But not a bad start from Spurs. Just got to be switched on in some of those areas. I mean, look at this. Who was that? Was that João Palhinha pressing? That was really good as well. I love it. I love it. There's the black shirt swarming the city blue. Just going to take a quick sip of Fanta. Don't want to get dry throat, do we, guys? 11 of you watching at the moment. Hopefully that number can get up. 14 now, 16 likes. If you have just joined, leave a like, subscribe. Any super chats are welcome. And Vantage played. Oscar Bobb is a great little player, isn't he? Felt sorry for him when he picked up that injury, but he just looks really good. And also, what do you guys think of Savinho? No Savinho again today for City as... Oh, good save from Vicario from, I think it was that Marmoush again? The problem is City have so many silky players now, like quick dribblers. Yeah, it was Marmoush. They're just, I mean, the way, that little scoop turn. Porro has got to defend for his life today. He has really got to be switched on in these moments. But yeah, it's going to be a tricky test. This is, I don't know, one of the centre backs. Yeah, leave that Porro. Don't edit back this time, son. Ruben Diaz, I think, clipping the ball over the top there. But yeah, it's a really nearly 13 minutes gone at the Etihad, and not a bad start from Spurs. I mean, we sort of knew that City were probably going to have a majority of the ball. What I should do, actually, let me just City, Tottenham, get a stats thing up on my screen. Yeah, I mean, City, 64% possession so far, one shot, none on target, 36% possession for Spurs, two shots, no on target as well. Not a bad little start from Spurs. Not a bad little start. And a question from Samson, the Spurs fan, says, who is your signing you want us to get? Who do you think we can get? Now, that's two very different questions because we still need a 10. We still desperately need a 10. Like, looking at this team today, there's not much creativity in that midfield. I think Palhinha and Bentancur and also Sarr, they're great, 8s and 6s. Happy with that area of the field. But the 10 now, I worry where we're going to get. I mean, I like our attack. I like Richarlison. I like Solanke. I like Johnson. I like Kudus, Tel, Bear. But my one worry is we need someone who's going to pick passes, dribble at defences like Maddison or Kulusevski would. But while they're out injured, that's going to be a massive issue. I mean, the dream would be, after missing out on Moore, Gibbs-White and Eberechi Eze, the dream would be, and that's some lovely passing at the moment from Spurs, by the way, the dream would be someone like a Morgan Rogers. But if we can't get... is this offside? I think Sarr's offside there. But even trying to go for Nico Paz, Bilal El Khanous looks like he's going Palace. I wouldn't have minded him. But at the moment... there's not really many options, is there? Like, we're really struggling to find someone who can really help Spurs in that creative realm. And as well, Rayan Ait-Nouri is down on the deck. Repeats, Rayan Ait-Nouri is down on the deck. I don't know what happened there, whether it was off the ball or whatnot, but he has gone down injured for City. So a bit of stoppage in play as we approach the 15th minute. But yeah, I mean, I'd like to know, you guys in the chat, all 10 of you watching, who would you want to sign? Who would be your ideal loan signing, or permanent before deadline day? I'd be really interested to know what you guys think would be a perfect signing for Spurs this season. Going into this campaign, like it's going to be a tricky one. It's really going to be tricky whether Spurs, well, they can get done, because I mean, someone was in my comment section the other day saying, like, well, have Spurs actually? I think Spurs have had a good summer. I'd like to know what you guys think. Have Spurs had a good transfer window this summer? I think Kudos I like, Palhinha I like, Kota Takai, yet to see, but they're just showing the injury there. Kudos, strength for days. And it looks like, he's sort of, Ait-Nouri's gone across the ball, and has he stretched and bent his leg? I don't know if his studs were planted in the ground there. I was going to say head in his hands sort of thing as he lies on the deck. But yeah, it's a strange one, isn't it? It's really, really strange. But as I keep saying, guys, 11 of you watching, 17 likes. More likes than people is fantastic. But if you haven't already, leave your likes. Share this on your socials. Share this on your community pages and whatnot. We want to get more people. I mean, I've just had a look how many other streams are going on right now. We're in a tough competition, guys. But lots of them streams, they've not got Tottenham fans watching them. And this is where you can watch one of the most outrageous Tottenham fans reacting to the game. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting matchup. There's 17 minutes gone. Spurs holding their own in the Etihad. By the way, the Etihad are they expanding that? Are they expanding one of the stands? There's loads of tifos over it. I don't know if they're making it a bit bigger or whether they couldn't fill it for this big game. That makes you think, doesn't it? Dan Davenport says, "What about Pulisic? Are you surprised Spurs haven't looked at him?" I don't know if I rate him. Like Chelsea, he wasn't the best. At AC Milan, he's done well, but that league is, I mean, we've done well signing from that league. You think Kulusevski, you think Bentancur and Romero, but when it comes to attackers from that league, I just don't know. I can't really get my head around it. So yeah, that's one where I'm not sure about that one. That one is really, really one to keep an eye on, maybe. I don't know if has there been any links there, or are you just saying there's an opportunity? Because I know AC Milan have been looking to sell a bit this summer. I don't know if that's because of FFP and PSR, but yeah, one interesting thing. But as the game resumes, and a good shot from, I think it was either Marmoush or Cherki, but a good save from Vicario, and he parries it well. City now coming at us a little bit more, but Tottenham's midfield resolute. Bad pass by Bentancur there. Samson, the Spurs fan, says, "What about Dani Olmo?" I don't think it's viable. I don't think it's possible for Spurs to get that one done. I just can't see a world where Dani Olmo will want to leave. I don't know has he been playing for Barcelona? I saw the links, but they weren't really reliable sources, so I weren't sure about that one at all. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure that one would happen. But anyway, RD Churi says, "Does a fit Kulu walk into this 11? If so, who does he replace?" I think he comes in as the 10. I feel like, what we saw from Kulu, obviously the start of last season, he was fantastic. But on his day, I mean, I prefer him through the middle onto the right-hand side. It's City now coming at us, and ball ricochets, and Saar picks up and looks to clear through Jed Spence. I think he does. I think he replaces, if we look today, we're playing a flat midfield of Palhinha, Bentancur, and Saar. I think, the 6 is between Bentancur and Palhinha at the moment. I'd go for Bentancur as we look at it today. Like, more mobile, more versatile, better at passing. I mean, Palhinha is a better tackler and defensive-minded player. But I would go with maybe dropping a Palhinha to then get Kulusevski in the team, because I think Saar's legs are fantastic in this side. I think he really looks like a player who Thomas Frank is going to... we all thought it could have been Bergvall. We all thought it could have been Archie Gray. But it looks like, it might be Saar who's guaranteed a name on the team sheet. And I'm really happy, because I thought, when we signed him, it was really good. Samson the Spurs fan says there is Barnaby Slater. Is he live as well? Big up Barnaby, good friend of mine. I didn't actually see his live stream, if he was live or not. Maybe I've scanned over it, but I definitely subscribed to him. But maybe I saw he did a pre-match show. I didn't see if he was live again. But yeah, obviously. But I'd like you to watch me instead of Barnaby if possible. Dan Davenport says Kulu is out for a while. What about Bradley Barcola from PSG? Yeah, Kulu might be out until the turn of the year. So we're going to be without a 10 until we actually sign someone, or until the turn of the year. But Barcola, I mean, I don't know how PSG have started the domestic season, but in the Super Cup they were playing all 4 of their attackers, so that would be interesting to see if they carry on with that. Barcola looks like he has been, he was playing a bit deeper that day, but it looks like they want to play Kvaratskhelia, Dembele, and Desiree Doué. So I mean, I doubt permanent. I doubt his wages would be affordable by Spurs, but maybe, just maybe, a loan deal. But who knows? Samson says, do we need a new striker? I don't think so. I think if Richarlison, we keep him fit. He was good against PSG. He was good against, fantastic against Burnley. 2 absolutely incredible goals. And it looks like Ryan Ait-Nouri is going to come off here. He's gone down again. He's definitely done something. It looks like Nathan Ake will be coming on, which is surprising considering that apparently he's been linked with a move to Everton. So Everton fans might have their hearts in their mouths watching him take to the field. But going back to the question, yeah, striker. And we've got Solanke, who I think on his day could be really good for Thomas Frank. Richarlison hasn't had the best of it today. That's not a negative, but I'm just saying in the sense of, they're showing a graphic, funny enough, showing a graphic now. Fewest touches. Saar with 3, Haaland with 4, Richarlison with 4, Johnson with 4, and Kudus with 6. Our front line is going to have to, really be feeding off scraps today, especially without a creator. Just going to take another sip of that as I spill half of it down my shirt. But yeah, 12 of you watching now. As I say, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Leave your likes. Share this as well on your social medias. Really keen to get a bit of a community going on this. And as Ryan Ait-Nouri is clapped off by the City faithful, City can't handle the pressing. I don't think they can. I really don't think they can handle this pressing. You're right, mate. I knew City and Spurs games are always quite entertaining when it comes to this. I'm actually going to just share this live stream on my Twitter. So if you are on Twitter, go and retweet this. Go and share it around so people can watch the live stream. I would really, really appreciate that. But yeah, as Nathan Ake comes on for Ryan Ait-Nouri, hopefully, that tactical. Ryan Ait-Nouri, I think he's last week against the club at Wolves. So it's interesting to see how Nathan Ake comes on and the Spurs look to go the counter with Brennan Johnson, and bit of a heavy touch there from the Welshman. Not the greatest of balls maybe from Jed Spence. I don't know if Johnson was expecting that one back, but yeah, I'm just putting a tweet live now, guys. So if you want to go and retweet that on Sonny Snelling at Sonny Snelling Twitter, and hopefully a few more people can join us in this live stream, I would really appreciate that. Righty. So let's get back to the live stream. Ait-Nouri says, okay, getting info dumped from all the coaches. Today's modern subs need 10 minutes just for the info. Yeah, it used to be you get a little bit of paper, but it looks like Pep Lijnders, former Liverpool coach, he looks like he's very much embedded himself into the City coaching staff, getting his maybe Klopp-style tactics across to the players. Jed Spence plays a lovely weighted ball over. Oh no, just this is the problem with commentary. You think it looks good on telly, but Jed Spence ball does not find Mohamed Kudus. He had some options there. Richarlison was making a gut-busting run through the middle between the 2 centre backs, and there was also a runner in the middle. I think it might have been Saar. Can't see, it's too zoomed out. But yeah, really, really interesting start to this game. Not the most exciting, but I would take a 0-0. I think I would take a 0-0 now, just because I feel like City, I just dread when they get into gear, and if Haaland gets a clear-cut chance, I could see him putting it away. Really, really can. Next one then, Dan Davenport. Apparently I heard somewhere Nuno wanted to sign Adama Traore and Forest board blocked the bid. Why does it... It's a bit like... apparently, so Edu is now former Arsenal director. Edu is at Nottingham Forest now. And, Brennan Johnson doing some good work on the wing there. And apparently a lot of the signs they've made, like Douglas Luiz, James McAtee, Amari Hutchinson, etc., Eagle... Apparently, he hasn't been involved in the transfer, so there's a bit of friction there. There've been a lot of Edu and Marinakis' making, so that's where it sort of come from. But why do you want Adama Traore? Like, Adama Traore is not that good, unless he's probably playing against us, which he was class in Wolves games and maybe Fulham as well. But yeah, I'm not sure about that. Kudus needs better service. He's not in the game yet. Yeah, I mean, they just showed a graphic, didn't they? I just said it there. Fewest touches, although... Not bad there. Good hold up. He was holding up Ake really well there. Played in Richarlison, but Richarlison, all our forwards are wearing their Timberland boots today. The bloody touches have been absolutely awful. Some really awful touches from our forward line. Really struggling out there. 10 people, 16, sorry, watching live on the stream. If you've just joined, leave your likes, subscribe, and also get your questions in, get your super chats in. If you do a super chat, I'm more likely to read your question because it pops up easier and I can see it. What about Xavi Simons? I mean, what is going on with Xavi Simons? I mean, I'd love Xavi Simons, but he's apparently set on going to Chelsea. But I mean, we saw last night Cole Palmer, not the most he hasn't been that injury prone, Palmer, but getting injured in the warm up last night, maybe it will mean that they try and go for him sooner rather than later. As City work down the left, but we stop it. Richarlison with a nice pass into Kudus. Again, some of these touches, we need to, when we're on the ball, we need to be calm with it. We need to be concise because City now are pressing us up the pitch. They're now like fighting fire with fire. But we need to just be switched on and not mucking about because this City team can hurt you when you least expect it. Gareth Milner, hello mate, how you doing? Regular on the channel as well on these live streams. City can't handle the European champions. City didn't win a trophy last year, and the mighty Tottenham Hotspur did up the Spurs. But yeah, not the worst of starts from Spurs. Not too much to write home about from either side as I look at the stats. 3 shots, 1 on target for City, 2 no shots on target for Spurs, and the possession's more evened up. 59% possession for Spurs. 41% possession for 41% possession for Spurs, 59 for City, I should say. Getting my teams mixed up, but that's the beauty of a live stream. You sometimes, go a bit insane, and you don't know what you're talking about. Usually, that might be quite commonplace for me. But City again. Moving with Haaland as Pelini. Oh, that's a really good ball from Haaland. And what a save from Vicario. What a save. I thought that was going to be 1-0. Keeping Marmoush out there. Really, really good. He's done really well. That was such a good ball. People say Haaland isn't a complete striker. He's only just a goal scorer. But there he showed that he has got an eye for a pass. That was... I'm getting nervous now. That's what I'm saying. City, they haven't started the quickest in this game. They haven't been, they didn't come out the traps too early, but they look really, really good. I like Cherki and Marmoush and Reijnders. I love a midfielder wearing the number 4 as well. Don't know why. Some people might hate that. Richarlison, that's not a foul, Richarlison, mate. That is not a foul. I'm sorry. You got to be stronger there. But that's a foul. I'm not sure about that either. I'm not sure. Foul from... Oh, no, they're just showing the Haaland. Haaland, so good there, holding off Bentancur and a few others. But Vicario looking like he saved it with his chest. First time strike from Marmoush, with his stomach. Made himself really big there, Vicario. Came out at the perfect time. Underrated his shot saving, I think. Not bad, not bad. RD Churi says that City chance came after Sam Pelini had got in the way of each other. I think that's the thing. Like, there's a lot of that midfield is still learning. I don't think Tottenham have had a good midfield for years. I mean, even like when we would go back to Conte's midfield of Højbjerg and Bentancur, it was quite, only 2 of them in there we're getting like our midfield's been bypassed a lot. Even like Mourinho, I think our midfield's not been good since Poch, and that was with Dembele. Oh, this is good. Kudos, should have played the ball earlier. Should have played the ball earlier. They're really good from Kudos, but yeah, he's let City reset here, and his pass gets intercepted there by, I don't know, was tracking back there for City, but those are the moments. Like if he just quickly played that ball, Brennan Johnson would have been through, and that would have been, Johnson scores every time. He's in front of goal, doesn't he? But yeah, our wingers are struggling here. Our forward line are really struggling. But Kudos putting Diaz under pressure. It's tricky, this. Really tricky. It's going to be, I don't know who that was. Was that Pedro Porro is struggling out there. So is Benson Core. There's a lot of individuals struggling here. I think they know you can't play Burnley every week. But yeah, Kudos there. What they're showing a replay here. Him trying out muscle Reijnders, but it did really well. Really, I mean, Kudos' strength is just really underrated, isn't it? He has the hold-up play of a number 9, but that really works in his favour on the wing because he sort of has been pinning sometimes the centre back or the fullback, and then bringing other people into play. I really like what I'm seeing from Mohamed Kudos since he's arrived in a Spurs shirt. But yeah, remember guys, 12 of you in the live stream. Appreciate you picking my live stream. There's a lot of live streams you could have picked today, but you decided to join the Sonny Talk Spurs army. But what I will say is get your questions in, get your super chats in, leave your likes, subscribe if you haven't already. Samson the Spurs fan, I might have to come off the stream soon. Sorry, I have to go soon. Where are you going? Where are you going? No, I'm joking. You've lasted 41 minutes, which is, hopefully Tottenham can last a lot longer. So yeah, Ait-Nouri says the City bench is insane. That is where the game will be won. That's the mean. Like I haven't even looked at what is Spurs' bench. Let's have a look at the benches. Where are the lineups? Doku, Rodri, Silva, Nunes, Ederson, O'Reilly, Khusanov, and Phil Foden, whereas we've got Danzo, Gray, Boval, Vuskovic, Solanke, Odebert, Kinski, and Ben Davis. Ben Davis to come on and win it. That's what I'm saying. You've heard it here first. What I will say is, what have you guys made of the news that Vuskovic looks likely to go on loan to Hamburg? I find it a bit weird. I would rather keep him. I'd rather keep him. I'd rather him maybe develop a bit here. I'd rather he be one of the I'd rather him and Danzo be choices, for when we play a back three, for when we play, we saw, Romero and Van der Ven are injury prone. So I'd rather keep them around to help out. And then, Kota Taka, I'm not sure how long he's out injured for. And then apart from that, there's not many other centre-backs we've got at the club. So, yeah, I feel like that's a strange one. I'm not sure whether the club have what the thinking is behind that, I would say. But hopefully, it's if he does go on loan, then I think it'd be good to get some game time. I actually don't know. Hamburg in the Bundesliga, like are they in the Bundesliga first division? I'm not sure. They are in the Bundesliga. It looks like they're in the Yeah, it looks like they're in the main Bundesliga. That looks like the main Bundesliga to me. Yeah, they are. Not bad experience. He's going to obviously come up against Harry Kane and some good attacks. But we'll see. Sam's the Spurs fan. I might pop back, but I will still be here for now. No worries, mate. No worries. Thank you for joining. Thanks to everyone who's currently watching. 11 of you. As I say, there's a lot of streams going on at the moment. You've got Goldbridge. You've got We Are Tottenham TV. You've got Irish Hotspur. Loads of great channels with great communities. So I appreciate you deciding to pick Sonny Talk Spurs, especially over even some of you over the normal commentary. You want to hear it to me waffling. So I really appreciate that. 15 of you watching right now, 20 likes. If we can get those likes up to 100, if we can get, more viewers, I've just tweeted out the stream. So if we can get you guys to share that, retweet it, to get more people watching, I would really, really appreciate that. But as we see now, Vicario on the ball, it's going to be a real, I don't see how City, I can still see City getting something out of this because really good chance there. Haaland passing into the middle to Reijnders and there was a massive space in there. We were stretched there. Van der Ven and Spence over on the left, and it meant that I think it was Romero and Porro was pushing on. Got to be careful, Spurs. Got to be careful, Spurs, in those in those areas because City will come and haunt us. They will, pin us in and hope that we make a mistake. But yeah. Oh, is Richarlison in? Richarlison, go on, play it early. Go on. Yes! Is that one there? Oh, he's offside. Oh no. Is he behind the ball? Oh, that was really good from Spurs. That was really good. Samson says, I'll be a daily watcher for your channel. Look at your videos and shorts in the morning. Thank you, mate. Really, really appreciate it. What happened there then? Really good. Is Richarlison on? Richarlison might just be offside there. Oh, it's a really well-worked goal as well. Brennan Johnson must have been on. Yeah, because he's behind the ball. Oh, it's a good finish. It's a good finish. I guess, have we got automated offsides in the Premier League? Wait, is the goal being checked? I've got no audio on, so it's being checked. I don't think we have automated offside at the moment. Richarlison might be on here. Richarlison might be on here. Unless he's not. Unless it's the arms. I can't. The image they're showing on screen is so zoomed out. If you're watching TNT's coverage, I can't tell what it is. What's going on? I'm stalling now. I'm stalling for... I don't want to have any dead air. Yeah, and the angle... I don't know who that was. If it was Diaz keeping them on, or it was Stones. So zoomed out, I can't see, and I've got good eyes. What is going on here then? I think it is offside. I don't know. Annoyingly, I haven't got the audio on, but here we go. I think it's been given. Has it been given? Has it been given? Yes! Tottenham 1-0 up. Get in. Brennan Johnson. Yes, get in. Oh, my God. Because I haven't got the audio on, I didn't know what was going on. Did not know what was going on. Wow. Get in there. Come on, you Spurs. Brennan Johnson. Brennan Johnson, my guy. Richarlison just offside. It'll be interesting to see the lines there. What a ball from Richarlison. And Brennan Johnson. It's what he does. Get him in front of goal. Look at that. Wow. Wow. Thomas Frank clapping. James Trafford left. All at sea there. All at sea. And Brennan Johnson, 2 goals in 2 game weeks. Fair play, mate. That was wow. Wow, indeed. And Tottenham are 1-0 up at the Etihad. They've not had many chances, but they're 1-0 up through a Brennan Johnson goal, 35 minutes on the clock. And 19 of you are now watching, 21 likes. If you're buzzing that Spurs have gone 1-0 up, then leave your likes and subscribe to the Sonny Spurs YouTube channel and your super chats as well. Samson, the Spurs fan, says, so close. I knew a minute before you did, but I didn't say. Really appreciate that. I'm so far behind on this stream. It's unbelievable. I've got it. I've got the Discovery Plus app on my PlayStation. I've got the setup all here, and I must be so far behind. If most of you are as well. And Samson, the Spurs fan, says yes and goal. Dean Glover, great finish. That was I'm buzzing now. Oh, I hate this because I thought we were going to get absolutely smacked. Not smacked, but yeah, really good. Richarlison, fair play to Richarlison. I hope they put the image up because I still don't know if we have automated offsides in the Premier League. I still think, I don't know if we were a little bit way off of that, but it did look like, I was surprised they flagged that because it looked like it was his arm and hand, whoever this last centre-back was. I'm not sure if it was John Stones or Ruben Diaz, was just keeping him on side. So, yeah, I was a bit confused about whether that was the case or whatnot. But yeah, Brennan Johnson with a fantastic goal from... Oh, and it's all gone... Oh, what happened there? Was that a handball? So I'm having a look at... Oh, it's all kicking off now, and I missed a bit of that. Just changing the stream title. And Oscar Bobb looks like he was through there, but oh god, I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place here. It's a strange thing. All this. Oh my god, what happened there then? So poor on the edge of the area. Oh, a bit of a foul. That foul was outside the area from Reijnders. Or was it on the line? I don't know if that's a penalty. I don't know if that's a penalty. I don't know if that's a penalty. Ait-Nouri says Johnson again. Ole, ole. Best way to answer that yellow card. Yeah, 100%. I don't know what. There was a weird thing with James Trafford there. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know if the ref's looking into this. And Poro's on the deck as well. I need to go see. I need to go now. See you soon. Thank you, Samson. Thanks for joining, mate. Everyone say goodbye to Samson. But yeah, Tottenham. I don't know if the ref's looking into this. But yeah. Also, just to let you guys know, watching this, I am going to do a live stream for the Champions League draw on Thursday. Tottenham, obviously, in that draw. I think it's live from Thursday, around 5 or 6 o'clock. So I'll probably go live around then and just react to who Tottenham could get in the Champions League. Let me know, actually, in the comment section or in the live chat, who do you want Tottenham to face in the Champions League? Because that will be very interesting. But yeah, Tottenham 1-0 up at the Etihad then. I think they've only had, I mean, the possession's quite even, but that was our first shot on target by Spurs, which, I mean, it was a fantastic finish. I will say it was an absolutely really good finish by Spurs. And Richarlison, I don't know who played the ball to Richarlison, but yeah, wow. Really, really good. And they're showing the away fans now on the screen. Absolutely buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. Thomas Frank, bit of a smash and grab that goal, but we take everything we can get at this level. And after all that, I need to have a little bit of a drink. But yeah, wow. Absolutely. Did not see that coming. Did not see that coming. When City were putting the pressure on with the Marmoush effort, which Vicario with a fantastic save with his torso. But we're winning it really back well in the midfield. We just don't. I mean, there was a ball played over the top there. I don't know who it was. Maybe it was Bentancur or Johnson. But yeah, let's look at these controversial moments. A kudos through on goal. Diaz. I mean, that's a handball. That's a handball. And that's, I mean, at the end of the day, Trafford has run out there and clattered. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Brennan Johnson with some really good defending there. Let me know, guys, in the chat. What do you, is that a red for Trafford? Is that a, it's not a penalty, is it? But he's come out and has he handballed it? Is he, yeah, really, really confusing. I mean, Trafford looks a bit rattled, doesn't he? I mean, he didn't do well from the Johnson goal. Sort of hit him as it went in. But, yeah, it makes you think. Now, what should Tottenham do now? Should they sit on this 1-0 lead and defend? Like, does maybe as the second half go on, does Thomas Frank bring on another defender? Does he shore it up a little bit? Does he play back three, close it down? But then maybe that was our downfall against PSG. Or does he? Oh, Richarlison, you've done it again, mate. That was fantastic. Now, just slow it down a little bit. You've got a nice overlap here from Sarr. Got some. I mean, we counter-attack so well under Thomas Frank. Just Sarr just did a bit too much there. Showed a bit too much of the ball to Rayan Cherki, who tries to do some weird skill over Sarr's head. Sarr's done really well to win it back, though. Really well. Oh, that was a good chance there. Jed Spence trying to skill pass. I think it was Oscar Bobb. But yeah, wow. 12 of you in the chat. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all buzzing that we've gone 1-0 up at the Etihad against Manchester City. Who would have thought it? Not me. But yeah, let me know. Get your questions down below, guys. Ahead of half time, obviously, want some more questions coming in for half time because we can have some more things to talk about, to chat about, to debate. Transfers, always welcome. And the like. That's what I want to. I want to hear your guys' opinion on who should we be signing. Does this mean that we won't sign anyone? Because Daniel Levy would be like, well, fair enough. We've got enough, haven't we? So yeah, it's one of those things. Your stream ended, Ait-Nouri. What do you mean? We're still live, mate. We're still live. Is everything okay your end? We're carrying on for the whole game. Let me know what you mean by that, because you're right. I'm still live currently. Hopefully, I'm coming through live, unless something bad has happened. But we are all still here. 11 of us watching, 22 likes. And yeah, Tottenham 1-0 up at the Etihad as another cross is floated in from Paulinho, I believe. Sar's just everywhere. Kudos played in Paulinho. Can he get a cross in? Oh, and it's a corner. It's a corner to Spurs. Ait-Nouri, I need a reply, mate. What's going on? You said your stream ended. You've worried me now. I'm trying to. Hopefully, people can still hear me loud and clear. And we're all coming through as Tottenham have a corner on the far side. Hopefully, looking to double their lead ahead of half time. That would be really, really good. Right. A little corner technique here. All the players queuing up at the back post. Few of them darting now. And it gets... Oh, what happened there? Don't know if there's a bit... Oh, the ref has done something. I think he's going up to talk to Romero. Don't know if Romero's playing a bit of the mind games. Don't know if he's trying to wind up James Trafford. James Trafford looking a little bit rattled at the moment. But yeah, it's one of those things where I think refs are going to make sure none of this argy-bargy is happening like what Arsenal usually do. But kudos with the delivery. I could do with a kudos. I've got him in a lot of my FPL teams. As he puts the corner in. Oh, I think that's a goal kick. Yeah, Richarlison, you didn't do well there, buddy. But yeah, 8 people watching. Don't dip off because it's half time. There's actually 7 added minutes into this half. So we obviously want to make sure that we're still alive and kicking, and going to half time with a 1-0 lead would be fantastic. But yeah, Tottenham still... Oh, is that 2-0? Oh my God. Yes. Oh my God, I got distracted. Oh yes, 2-0 Paulinho. Wow. What happened there then? What happened there? James Trafford is having a mare. Oh my God, we're 2-0 up. We're 2-0 up and Pep is sipping his water. What happened there? Sar, they're all pointing at Sar. I missed that. What's going on? James Trafford. I missed that because I thought it was the goal kick. So I was like checking what happened there. Plays out to Trafford. Trafford, oh, gets close. What is going on here? What is, wow. What, I can't even describe what I'm seeing. So Diaz plays to Trafford. Trafford dillying on the ball, passes it to whoever that was. Sar closes down. Richarlison tries to have a shot and sort of sends Trafford like on the floor, spinning around, and then Richarlison leaves it. And Paulinho with a low-driven strike. That was not an easy strike from Paulinho. Was not an easy strike. It sort of hits Ruben Diaz and goes through another player, and Tottenham are 2-0 up. I'm saying there we've got 7 minutes added into the injury time before half time. I'm saying let's shore up this 1-0, and we've gone 2-0 up. Wow, I was dreading this stream as well. I'm not going to lie, I was dreading this stream because I thought we were going to lose. I thought we were going to lose. I've said that now, we probably will. But wow, Tottenham 2-0 up against Manchester City. I can't believe... I'm in an utter state of disbelief. Wow. Wow, what is going on? Sorry, I'm just trying to update a few things on my... it's a one-man army, this Sonny Talk Spurs show. But yeah, Tottenham are 2-0 up at the Etihad. What is going on? It's what we do against Manchester City. It's what we do. And that's only our second shot on target as well. Very even game so far. But people were wondering whether Thomas Frank would go with a back three. But we've come and we've counter-attacked them so well and pressed them. We have pressed Manchester City. Oh, as Romero heads it back, but Jed Spencer's there to clear it. And Pedro Porro, wow. Coolest guy in the Etihad. And he's driving with the ball here. He's done well. And Richarlison is just chucking himself at everything. But yeah, it's a very similar game at the moment. I'll read the stats out now. Both teams have had 4 shots. Both teams have had 2 on target. We've got 56% possession. Sorry, City have got 56% possession. We've got 44. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Honestly, I'm in an utter state of disbelief. Tomo said, if you had to remove one club from the Premier League, who would I remove? Do we want to say that from this season? Yeah, we want to get some topics like this at halftime. Tomo, let me know, do you mean in general or just from this season? And the randomer says, happy, happy, happy. Come on, lads. Come on, lads. Keep the faith. Wow. We're doing really, really well here. Really, Tottenham are doing wow. Fair play, Spurs. Fair play. It's been an absolute Thomas Frank masterclass so far. And I'm absolutely shocked. But yeah, to answer your question, Tomo, if you're talking about this season, if I had to remove a team, I would remove a City. We'll come back to that half time, I think, because we're a bit. I'm back. Hello, mate. Oh, you had to leave. Sorry. I don't know what happened there. Ait-Nouri. I don't know if you were like coming out, but you've come back at the right time. The Spurs are 2-0 up. 12 people watching the stream, 23 likes. If we can get those likes up to 100, I'd be a very happy guy. But we need to get more people in the stream. So share the stream around. I've just put a tweet live, so go and share that as well. As City look to pop it around the box, but they can't get it through. We've now been streaming for over an hour. So this is my longest stream I've done. Hopefully the audio is all right. I had a few audio technical difficulties for the first stream. I had to end it and start it again. But City now putting some crosses in. Romero heading it and just charging down. Be careful, Romero. Be careful, mate. I know you're getting excited, but we don't want any misdemeanors as it's a corner for City. If I had to remove one club from the Premier League, though, who would I remove? See, I don't know if I'd remove like Tottenham's rivals. I don't know if I'd remove Arsenal or Chelsea or. Oh my God! Oh my! Haaland has missed a sitter. Haaland has missed a sitter right before half time. What a cross that is! He's got to be putting that in. It's got to be 2-1 there. He's not marked by Romero. He's just absolutely been pushed off the ball. Wow. But yeah, I'm trying to think who I'd want removed from the Premier League. Probably Man City. We'll say Man City because 115 charges. Ait-Nouri, Sarr is so good at pressing. Sign him up long-term future captain. I think he did just sign a new deal. Sorry, I hate these new caps on bottles because it makes it more awkward to drink. And I recycle really well, so I don't need that on there because I'll just put it back in the bin like that. Half time then, and it's 2-0 at the Etihad. Usually we call it the Dekihad. We won here last year 4-0. We're now 2-0 up. Wow. Scenes. Palhinha with the goal. Brennan Johnson with the goal. We have been fantastic. 14 of you in the stream, 23 likes. Please leave more likes, leave more comments. We want more people in the stream going into the second half. I just need to see because I've got a good friend, Kieran Carlin, fellow YouTuber, who's a City fan. And I want to hear. I want to see what he's saying. I want to hear what he's saying because I can see he's already rattled. His head's gone. I can confirm Kieran Carlin's head is on the moon. But we'll see. But the last time we went 2-0 up against PSG, it went to all. So we will see what happens there. But wow. Absolutely. I just need because I don't know if you guys know, I work for TalkSport. We have got the Inside Spurs show on Tuesday. Myself, I think it's Majestic as host, and also we got Jay Harris from the Athletic coming in to talk all things transfers. What do Tottenham do now? Do we need any signings? Are we all right? But it's only 2-0. 2-0. Historically and stereotypically a dangerous scoreline to sit on. But we're now over an hour into the stream, 14 of you watching. Thank you all for joining me up to this point. Leave your likes and subscribe if you have not already. Leave your super chats, if you're buzzing and if you're happy with what you're seeing. I always appreciate super chats. keeps me motivated and wanting to do top content for you guys. But wow, yeah, and I know I'm a bit delayed with my stream, but yeah, we're absolutely cooking, aren't we, today? But I know a few of you have synced me up with your TV screens watching the game, so I really appreciate that. But where were we? Too darn soulful. Hello, mate. How we doing? Spurs 2-0 up the other week. Yeah, I know. I just said that. It's the history of Tottenham. We'll see. We just got to have a massive, massive second half now. Huge second half. We got to go out there, defend for our lives, put it all on the line. And should we shut up shop now? Should we defend or should we go for a third? Because this City team, people were talking about this City team like they were going to be the be-all and end-all. But it looks like Tottenham have got something to say about it, which really, really I'm chuffed about. I'm just putting the stream on my iPad just so I can see what it looks like visually as I just put my head out of shot. That wouldn't have been good visually. Great first half. Matufsi says, yeah, really impressed with Spurs there. Absolutely playing the game to a T. Vicario, when he was called upon, made a good save. Really, really good in that aspect. So yeah, we've been good, but it's a long way to go. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And as a Too Darn Soulful regular contributor and comments and subscribes to the channel, has said we were 2-0 up the other week. So who knows what is being said. And now's the time, as it is half time, get your likes in, get your comments in, because we want to have a little bit of a chat. What did you think of that? Looking at transfers, talking about the Premier League weekend ahead last night. This is the time where we get more people onto the channel watching, and hopefully get my we're on the road to 10,000 sub, guys. I want to try and hit 10,000 subs by the end of the year. So doing more of these streams. I'm keen to do a stream on Thursday for the Champions League draw. So yeah, and I know I'm competing with a lot of streamers today, but 21 of you watching with 28 likes blows me away. Thank you guys, really, really a lot. Dan Davenport says TalkSport presenter Danny Kelly is also a big Spurs fan. He's a massive Spurs fan. He's been over here quite a lot because usually he lives in Ireland and does the shows like virtually, but he's been over recently in recent weeks, and he's also the host of View from the Lane, the athletics podcast, which I regularly listen to as well. Aidan Richard says, love these early games as an Aussie. Yeah, big up from Australia. Hope you're doing well, mate. How do you feel about Ange maybe being linked with Nottingham Forest? Don't know how you feel about that. Do you know why I haven't texted? Because I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. I've not heard from my father. Let's see if he's all right. Because honestly, what a way to start a bank holiday weekend. Send him a little text. Too Darn Soulful. Sonny, we need squad numbers. We need signings. We'll be playing 2 games a week. Equals remember last year. Yeah, I agree, but I'm just playing around saying we don't need a squad. We desperately need a squad. We desperately need a group of players who are going to be able to, we're a Richarlison injury away. We're a Brennan Johnson injury away. We're a Kudus injury away from disaster. That's always the way with Spurs. It is always don't rest on your laurels. Daniel Levy needs to buck his ideas up in the transfer market and do that. My dad's just replied, mate, I hate 2-0 to Spurs. They will throw big guns in now. We've just got to have a big second half. Big second half is what I'll reply to him. But played so well, the press. Yeah, my dad's spot on. The press has been really good. I've been impressed by the press, I'll say. I also... We'll go to my next comment. John22161 says, and we're actually approaching nearly 30 viewers. 30 people have decided to spend their half-time on the Sonny Spurs YouTube channel. So leave your likes if you've just joined. Get your questions in. Get your super chats in. Because if you get your super chats in, I'm more likely to answer your questions. Yeah, my dad's also just said there, yeah, Porro looks dodgy against Marmoush. That's probably the weakest area. They're showing the goals now on TNT at halftime. Richarlison did really well there. They haven't actually showed the how close the offside was. Oh, they're showing it now. Wow, that is a fantastic run from Richarlison. He does the old, the curved thing. And then this second goal, I missed a bit of it. Palhinha's just lurking. Trafford, James Trafford is having an absolute mare. Maybe they do need Donnarumma, but Palhinha, the strike's good. It's low, it's driven. Good to get his first goal for Spurs on his Premier League debut, I think. I don't know if he came on against Burnley, but yeah, really good strike that. Really, really good strike from Palhinha. And look what it meant to him. Wow. Let's have a look. So John, 22161 says, keep pinching myself. I know you feel, mate. It's getting exciting. It's getting good. The sky has fallen. I hope it hasn't. He says, City look a bit disjointed. Yeah, they're moving it around really weird, aren't they? I can't get my head around this City team. It's a bit of a strange one, isn't it? So just going to have a quick sip of drink because I've been talking for over an hour, and my girlfriend will say that me waffling for an hour is never good, but you need to keep hydrated. Doing my impression of Pep actually. Join a nice Fanta lemon. Other drinks are available. Fanta, if you're watching, you know what to do. Get me DMs. To Don Soulful then says, do not shut up shop. Do not change a thing for me. Yeah, I agree. We've been here before against City. I'm pretty sure we were 2-0 up at half-time against them once. Emerson Royale scored. And I'm looking up now. Yeah. Kulusevski and Emerson Royale just before half-time. And then Alvarez, Haaland, Mahrez with 2. So we've been here before. We have absolutely been here before. So I'm making sure. I'm hoping we don't do it again. But... wow, I'm seeing Kieran Carlin. I'm just telling him it's happened before because he just said 4-2. But yeah, I'm very nervous. I've just got an email actually from vidIQ saying I've now hit 9,500 subscribers, which I can't believe it. As I say, we're on the road to 10k, so hopefully we can get there soon. Do not shut up. Yeah, just did that. Aidan Richards says, hello, mate. How you doing? What would the difference be just in the first half with a new great 10? That's what I mean. If it was Eze, if it was Morgan Gibbs-White, if it was Morgan Rogers, I would be absolutely, I'd be absolutely buzzing. It would be so good. It'd be so good if we could get someone in who could just shop and just dribble when we need it and just find those passes. Because I think we're asking a lot now of like the likes of Richarlison and like we're asking them to drop deep. Sometimes one of them fold in and Sarr just pressing like a monster. And we don't want any of them to get injured is the worry, because then it could all fall apart. Sky's Fallen says to Aidan Johnson, how good are the early games? I mean, what do they say? Never back the early kickoff. Never back the early kickoff because everyone thought City were probably going to pace us, but yeah, it's gone the opposite way today. I've got so many people in my messages getting my opinion. Some of my Spurs mates as well. Favorite Spurs chant? Tomo says. What's my favorite Spurs chant? I do like "Glory, Glory, Tottenham Hotspur." My favourite Spurs song, I will say, is Hot Shot Tottenham, the Chaz and Dave song. We are the Hot Shot Tottenham, we are the Super Spurs. Everyone who thinks we're the football connoisseurs. That one. If you don't know that one, go and listen to that. I listened to that so much ahead of the Europa League final. I think it'll be one of my most played songs of the year. And I also like Can't Smile Without You by Barry Manilow. I like how that's been adopted as a bit of our song. That's probably one of my favourite. But yeah, let me know, you guys, what your favourite Spurs chants are as well. Skies Fallen says, and Forest will just make the Premier League more entertaining. I mean, yeah, and I'm glad he won't be our manager. I'm glad I can watch it from afar. But yeah, Nuno to Ange is very random. Very random. Not sure about that. Mr. Vicky says, are you watching the Arsenal match? I might be. I might be going to the cinema later to go see a film with the girlfriend because obviously I'm doing this now, so evening time is for that. So I might just have it on while I watch my dinner and then go to the cinema like at 8 o'clock. So I'll see. They're obviously playing Leeds, I believe. So it'll be interesting to see how Leeds. I mean, Leeds were really good, I thought, against Everton. So it'd be good if they can, keep that up and use that momentum. It'd be tricky going to the Emirates. Arsenal will be buzzing. I wouldn't be surprised if they unveil Eze. Eze will be watching this and thinking, maybe I should have gone there because Arsenal only draw at the Etihad. Then we have Mr. Vicky, John back in the comments. Do we go to a back five now? I'd keep it the same. I'd only really go to a back five if we're like, towards the very, very end. I don't think, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I think we've got to stick to our guns and just be, just be hopeful we can carry on how we. I think we defended well with a back four. Like, I don't think there's that much need, but we've seen there just before half time, Erling Haaland can pop up. He'll get a chance and he could score it. So we've got to watch ourselves. 28 of you watching now, 36 likes. If we get those likes up to 100, that would be hitting my goal for today. I'll be really, really happy with that. On my first match stream, we had some technical difficulties at the beginning, but yeah, if we can get those likes up and up and up, get more people watching, get it around the algorithm, I'll be very, very happy. And subscribe if you're not already. And also, if you want to leave a super chat as well. I would really appreciate it. Mr. Vicky says as well, I'm new to football. Can you tell me how to start? In what regard? In what regard? Like, just watch it. Just get involved. Go and watch some YouTube videos. Watch the Sonny Spurs YouTube channel. Pick a team. Would always be good as well. I'd go with Spurs because we're Europa League champions. But yeah, it's hard to answer that question short. But yeah, I just want to get these questions done quickly ahead of the second half. All the Spurs fans in the tunnel already, raring to go for that second half. Daniel Pink says, great name, by the way. Is that your real name? Good half that. Solid without being flashy. My only worry is when Pelini and Bentancur start to tire. Yeah, because I guess chucking in a Bovar Archgate will be risky, but hopefully they won't be doing too much movement. The press will probably, oh, here we go. I hate this. Let me know what you think about this. Thomas Frank doing the halftime interview. What is going on? I hate it. I hate it so much. Oh, all my mates are kicking off. I hate it. I hate it. But I've just seen the best GIF as well. It's the scene from Return of the Jedi where it's the ghosts of Obi-Wan, Yoda, and Anakin watching on, and it's all the fired Spurs managers watching new Tottenham coach batter City. That's class. That is so good. But yeah. Alex, cool. Then we need to get a third. Then and only then we can even think about shutting up shop to the dreaded 2-0 Tottenham strike. Doesn't yet. I agree with you, mate. I think we need to really I don't think we rest on our laurels here. We've got to keep going for it. Has there been a sub? Is that a sub? No, it's Brennan Johnson. I thought that was a sub warming up or coming on. What I'm going to do, guys, is just bear with me. I'm going to share the stream on my Instagram to hopefully get a few more people interested because we've got 21 people in it now, 37 likes. Really appreciate it. I've just realised the old stream is still on my channel. It's still on my Instagram, the one that went wrong earlier. So we'll delete that and we'll post it again. While I'll do that, Tomo says, what's your least favourite Spurs kit? Third, the one I hate is the 23-24 one. My least favourite Spurs kit. That's tricky. I don't really hate many Spurs kits, I'd say. It's really, I don't know. I think there's the home kit is the home kit. It's always going to be white. I've got loads that I love, like the Holston one, the Adidas one that I wear quite a lot. You can usually see it in my thumbnails. I like. What do I hate? I hate ones that aren't really our colours. Usually I associate Spurs with yellows and dark blues, greens. I can't really answer that. There's not many I hate. I like the space one as well. I've got that one. I like a few. I don't know. I'll think about that. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to answer that one. But we're underway for the second half, kicking off. As I just still am sharing this this link, if I can bloody type. And City have the ball in their half. What do we make of James Trafford? Because a lot of people were slating him. He's made that big move to Manchester City. Back to Manchester City, I should say, from Burnley. A lots of talk about, is Ederson going to leave? Is Donnarumma going to join? Would be my second one. But yeah, 16 of you in the chat, 39 likes, closing in on 40. If you've just joined and you're new to the Sonny Spurs YouTube channel, leave your like, get your questions, get your super chats in as well, and subscribe if you're not subscribed as well. Too darn soulful. Hello, mates, again. We need to be very careful with the subs later in the game. Yeah, I think at the moment, keep it how it is. Keep it moving, keep it ticking, keep the ball, no rushing. We don't have to push for a third. We just need to think when that moment happens, go for it then. Not forcing anything is what I mean by that. Martin Tozer says, are we worried about the PSG scenario? We'll always be worried about that. The Spurs fans will be worried about that. The Spurs players will also be worried about that. But this is where Thomas Frank has to be with them. Like, it's a different setup. We were inviting more pressure in that game. We were, defensive. We had a defensive lineup, so it was always going to be the case where we were sitting off. So Mohamed Kudus there doing a bit of defensive work, although he's maybe done a bit too much there. But yeah, we'll have to see how the game goes. The next goal is everything. It's make or break. If City get one back, they'll think they'll bombard now. They'll bombard. But we can pick them off. They've got to come at us. So we can just then counter-attack them as a really good ball's threaded. Ake. Oh, good defending by Paulinho. That's what we know he's good at. Those slide tackles, those blocks. Really, really good by him. Cade Stewart, hello. You seem like a new name to me. Hope you're well. Kudos feels very exciting, even 1-on-2 against that back line with long balls. I'm loving the physicality to transfer those balls. I said earlier in the stream, if you've just joined and you missed it, it's like he plays a bit like a striker. He's pinning the fullback. He's pinning the centre-backs. He's so strong. His dribbling's great. He's got a turn of pace. It's something that we haven't had for a while. And we didn't see, we saw it when he was at Ajax. We saw it when he was in his first season at West Ham. And we didn't see much of it last year. But now he looks like he's more free. He's more, he's getting back to defend. Like now, the way that Spurs are defending, it's tight, it's compact. He's helping the fullback in Poro, who needs it against Marmoush. There, like perfect example, helping Poro defend, and the strength he's showing there to then and then Poro just clears it upfield and we reset. Richarlison's going to be that target man now. It'd be interesting to see how long Richarlison lasts. I wouldn't mind bringing Solanke on to just help him out, to give him a bit of backup, give him a bit of help him out in those areas, because Richarlison, we still got to monitor his fitness. We still know he has, he's still injury prone. He's still not probably fully match fit, even though he's been fantastic. Really big tackle there by Bentancur. Unlucky from Richarlison, but we're breaking here. Mero came out there smashing into John Stones, I think it might have been, or maybe one of their midfield, or maybe John Stones then smashed. It's hard to keep up. There's so much going on. But Hansy G says, love the black kit. Need to buy it. Need to buy that black kit. Absolutely class, that black kit. One of the best kits in years, I'd say, from Spurs. Really love it. Alex calls this halftime interview should never be a thing. I completely agree. Because what are they going to say? Thomas Frank is not going to sit there and be like, just to let you know, we're going to actually go to a back three now. And probably like counter-attack them here and there. It's just not going to, they're not going to reveal anything. And also, from a media point of view, like from someone who works for TalkSport, who works, has their own YouTube channel in this, I just find it silly because the shelf life of that is pointless. It doesn't add anything to the coverage because, people are probably like, if they're at the pub, they're getting a drink, or if they're at home, they might be making a tea or something or whatever. Or we're on our phones. We're not watching it. And then if it's put on Twitter, it's got the shelf life of 5 minutes. So it's pointless to me. Really, really pointless. I can't stress that enough. But back to the chat then. And KDK171 says, we need to keep up the high intensity for 90 minutes time. Agree. We have been unbelievable pressing today. It's been fantastic. I can't stress how good it's been. Sarr he's like a new signing. He was great when he first joined. Last season, he had a quiet year. But honestly, what a player he is. But what we also got to be wary of is City's bench. City's bench is absolutely stacked. I'll read their bench off and our bench in case you have not seen. Obviously, Nathan Ake came on for Ryan Ait-Nouri, went off injured in the first half. City just on the edge of our box with Reijnders, he's dribbling his class, isn't it? But closed out. And I'll say this quickly. So Jeremey, Doku, Rodri, Bernardo Silva, Matheus Nunes, Ederson, Nico O'Reilly, Abdukodir, Khusanov and Phil Foden on the City bench, as City are now on an attack with Oscar Bobb against Jed Spence. And really good doubling up defending there by Sarr and Brennan Johnson. It's really deep. the body's in the area as Erling Haaland goes for a weird header, goes to Palhinha, who clears it. And Spurs' bench is Kevin Danzo, Matthias Tell, Archie Gray, Lucas Berval, Luka Vuskovic, who is potentially going on loan to Hamburg, Dominic Solanke, Wilson Odobert, Antonin Kinski, and Ben Davis. So there's a lot to come from City's bench, but Spurs' bench has some talent there. We've got to remember that. We've got some talented individuals at the club who are going to be raring to get on and raring to, get involved, make themselves counted for, close up shop, and hopefully get some more goals out of this game. Kate Stewart back in the comments saying, I'm really excited about what we can do this season, but my biggest concern still is that we lack some offensive create. Oh my God, we've given it away. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I was feeling the chat. What is that? What happened there? I'm getting used to mixing the chat with what. See, this is where we've got to be spot on. What happened there? Similar situation to the City. Romero, Vicario caught napping. Awful ball to Van der Ven. And how City haven't scored there, I don't know. Haaland's ball to Cherki, a bit behind him, and Palhinha pushed off the ball. But luckily, that got a toe to it. Spurs, wise up. Wise up, Spurs. Frank will be pulling his hair out seeing that. But really good from Jed Spence here. Can he get a third? Yeah. Nice little cross. Oh, go on. Oh. Nice little flick on that. I thought Richarlison was going to get on top of that. But where were we? KT, I'm really excited about what we can do this season, but my biggest concern still is that we lack some offensive creativity in the middle. I just don't see how we can move the ball from defence to attack. I guess you left the word attack off. But yeah, I think we still need a number 10. After missing out on what is going on with Diaz and Richarlison, by the way. After missing out on Morgan Gibbs-White from Eberici Eze. They're actually arguing whether Van der Ven should have gave away a penalty on Oscar Bobb, but I think that's just an accident. I think that is just an accident. City now bringing the subs on. Cherki and Marmoush have gone off for Bernardo Silva and Jeremy Doku. I've got Bernardo Silva in an FBL draft, so hopefully he actually does nothing. And Doku as well was going to be scary. Also, guys, what do we think of Savinho? That's got a bit quiet. Would you want Savinho from City, or are you not too fussed? Who would you like us to sign in the creative realm? Because we've still got, we're being linked with, loads of different players. Nico Paz, El Canous, if he doesn't go Palace. Lots of different players being linked to Spurs at the moment. But yeah, I still think we need a 10 because there are going to be games, especially games like this where you are just picking off, it's like we're vultures, we're picking off the bones for chances. But, when there's a game like Burnley where you need or Sunderland where you're going to have more of the ball and you need more passing, we do need more creators for those sort of trickier games like West Ham and whatnot. So, but yeah, Spurs have been good today. They're picking up the ball again in midfield. Nice little floater to Mohamed Kudus. He's looking up to see if Richarlison is there. Will that go for a corner? Nathan Ake's done well there and he clears it. I'm getting stressed now. These games I hate. I just want us to get a third and just shut up shop. I've seen it so much with Spurs. It's always the way that you can't, lots of teams will go 2-0 up and go 3, 4, 5. We'll just, it just gives me anxiety. It gives me anxiety that Spurs could always have a ricket in them. But something at the Etihad, there's like a force field over the Etihad where City we put them in a haze, like a spell. And that was another example of, I remember so many games where we used to play against where we had Mourinho or we had Conte, and we'd just have like 2 chances, score 2 goals, and they'd like have 500 and miss them all. And like that was the perfect example there. Haaland just passing the ball. Oh, and nice Pedro Porro across into a chance. Oh, that was another great chance. That was another great chance. Oh, Porro, bit more height on that cross. Bit more height on that cross, but not too bad. And Richarlison, he done well there to beat, who was that in the air? Ruben Diaz. Was that Ruben Diaz? No, Rico Lewis, rather. I mean, he's going to always beat him in the air. He's Rico Lewis, but he's come off his shoulder, so not the best of not the best of headers. But it's getting stressful. 11 people now in the live stream, 40 likes, which is incredible. If we can, get more likes on this, I would really appreciate it. I'll have a post-match reaction video as well after this one. If you are new to the channel, leave your like, subscribe, leave your super chats and your questions and comments in the live chat as well. I think our midfield's been fantastic today. Bentancur, Palhinha and Sarr have been all over the place as we look to counter again. Good pass that by Bentancur to Johnson. Johnson on the left's not bad. I say, and he absolutely knew that as well. I'm enjoying seeing him off the left because he's shooting a bit more. But Frank wasn't too happy with that. He had time there. He had lots of time there. Bentancur really good picking out. He's never going to score from there because he's got Richarlison, Kudus, Sarr coming, and there was someone behind as well. Brennan Johnson, I know you do goals, mate, but you don't do those sort of goals. So just keep your keep them ones for the training ground, I'd say. But still going strong. Still going strong. We actually having not. Kudos absolutely cooking Silva and Ake here. Spurs still on the ball. There's so much space in the middle of the park here. So much time and space. We're absolutely bopping it at the Etihad, which makes me more nervous because we do need that next goal. We really do. At least the thing is, I said the bare minimum was I want a good performance. I want some fire. I want some grit and determination. So at least we've had that from Spurs today. But I don't know what's going on there. Palhinha with a massive tackle there. Playing Johnson then, Richie. Oh my God. Oh no. Oh, Johnson's touch is like he's wearing Timberland sometimes. He's not used to playing like this on the wing. Sarr has been, honestly, I can't tell you how good Sarr is. He's just an absolute marvel. But yeah, I mean, considering we ain't got a creative player, we're saying about creative players. I mean, we have got Kudus obviously, but considering we haven't got a 10, I'd say we are still like getting some chances out of nowhere. But this one again. Oh, he just had to run onto it. He didn't have to touch that. Oh, Brennan. Rico Lewis has been absolute cooked out on that side as well. Absolutely roasted. But really good. I mean, Pep has got something to do it. Is that a foul? Is that a foul? That was the heaviest touch in the world by Jeremey Doku. And I don't know what it was. Maybe it was on Kudus. I don't think that's a foul. Oh, it's the other way. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Oh, this is the problem where I'm my own commentary here. That something's happening. Whereas when I normally watch the game, or if I'm at the game, I'd be like, oh, you know what's going on there. But yeah, fair play. Yeah, RD Cherry, I'm loving Frank Ball instead. I don't know if you've all seen, by the way, Robbie Williams did a shout out for James Maddison at a concert, which was quite funny. But yeah, James Maddison and Robbie Williams are best mates now. Pedro Porro on the free kick. This would be a fantastic way to try and wrap this game up. On the 60th minute, still got massive 30 minutes plus injury time ahead. Nice little area to cross this ball in as well. Get a big header from Romero or Palhinha or Van der Ven would be fantastic. And Pedro Porro takes it. Ooh, not bad from Richie. Not bad. Always probably going over that header on the roof of the net, but did well there because you've got like Richarlison, Ake, Bentancur, Haaland, and someone else on the floor there who I couldn't see, but all going for the same ball, which, yeah, Fair play. 15 of you now in the live stream, 40 likes. If you're new, leave your likes, subscribe, and get your questions, because City are rattled here. Tottenham have got them on the ropes. They're passing out for throw-ins. James Trafford is having an absolute nightmare with his home debut. I think, did he play last week? Let me know. I didn't actually. I only watched their highlights on Match Today, and I saw the goals. I didn't see. I think they started him last week, but yeah, it's a really tricky one. It's a really tricky one for old James Trafford there. I find it weird he's called James Trafford, considering Man United played at Old Trafford. I don't know if there's any. I don't know what even Trafford means. If it's just an area, Trafford Centre. Yeah, I guess it's an area. Maybe it's from there. Kudus with a nice cross into the area, aiming for Richarlison. Oh, Richarlison aerially is great. He always gets up, but sometimes he's got a bit of a 50p and it's just boinking off and back. And like there was one in the first half where it sort of hits him and it goes in completely other area. Or you had he headed one. Where did he? I'm trying to think what he did. He headed a ball and it went. Oh no! It went to head in the first half and it came off his chest. So yeah. Ait-Nouri says the squad can't keep playing with this intensity, especially with midweek European football. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you completely. We need more depth. We need more rotation in games. It'll be interesting to see who Spurs get in their Champions League, in their league phase, I should say, not group phase, because that will show, we're not going to be playing like last year. We were playing some, Ferencváros and, little teams. But now it's going to be a lot of tricky teams. There's Doku dribbles out of play for a goal kick on the 62nd minute. This is getting me worried. Nearly an hour and 36 minutes into the live stream. Thank you all for joining me today. Really appreciate it. Let's have a look at the stats while Vicario is setting to play his play out the goal kick. We're doing really well. City edging the possession 60% to 40%, and they've had 6 shots, 2 on target. We've had 9 shots, 3 on target. So yeah, they've done really, really well in that aspect. But just you got to. I think Richardson's offside there, but they haven't whistled yet. Yeah, he's offside. But we've the tactics so far have been good. They've been to aplomb. So I'm really enjoying what I'm seeing from Spurs and hoping that they can keep this up, because the only problem I have and envision is that any chance City get, they'll really try and take. Haaland had an amazing one before half time, headed over. They had the chance with the big mix up with Vicario and Van der Ven passing at the back, and they tried to latch onto that, and somehow we got rid. If we were to keep a clean sheet today, back-to-back clean sheets, I don't know when the last time we did that would be. I'm sure there'll be a tweet from Opta Joe if that happens. But yeah, just absolutely class so far from Spurs. Really done well. But yeah, just knackering, absolutely knackering doing these live streams. I can't keep up. It's just got to keep the intensity. I'm just getting so nervous. And the fact that, this is the first live stream I've ever done. This channel's now 3 years old. So you guys have not seen what I'm like during the game. This is usually it. Nervous, trying to calm myself down, getting too excited. Luckily I'm not angry yet. That would have been worse, wouldn't it? But just going to have a little drink. Got to stay hydrated because I've got no windows open and it's hot in here. Because we live where we live, it's quite noisy near a main road, so I don't want you to hear honking of horns and whatnot. But yeah, this is not bad from Thomas Frank so far. 64 minutes into the game, into the second half as well. Just got to keep at it, got to keep regimented. And got to keep on the ball, because if we've got the ball, they can't do much with it. But yeah, it's going to be one of those ones where tiredness will play a factor. City have still got a really strong bench, and they'll keep going. They'll keep going, won't they? But 12 of you now in the chat. If you haven't left your likes, leave your likes now, and subscribe if you're new, and get your questions in. about transfers, about how you think the game's going, all your thoughts and comments. Want to get you guys involved, and obviously, if you could be generous and leave a super chat, these live streams take a lot of prep, a lot of work, and that. So any support via super chat would be greatly appreciated if you can afford it, obviously. But any amount would be very, very generous. Which some people have been donating to me in super chats the last couple of streams, and I've been absolutely so grateful that they've, it's so generous. But yeah, Tottenham, Haaland's on the ball now, and just trying to. The way we defend now is very close knit. It's like we're trying to shrink the pitch in the middle. But Kudos again has done so well. I've got him in my fantasy team. If only you get points for this sort of thing. I mean, he'll get a clean sheet point, won't he, and all that. And Pellegrini played a nice little driven ball there, but Johnson was so offside, so it was pretty much pointless doing that. But yeah, fair play to him. But yeah, so as I say, coming up to the 70th minute, I'm about 2 minutes behind the actual stream. So what I'll probably do, just so you know, is after the game, I'll probably stream for another 5 to 10 minutes. Then I'm going to do my usual reaction video on the channel, like I do, filming and uploading via the normal means on YouTube. But yeah, this was the first stream I've done for a match. Wanted to see the reaction. But yeah, it looks like we've had about 560 viewers in general, which is fantastic. And 14 people live right now with 40 likes is really, really good. I know, live streams during games, it is an acquired taste, and we're in a very competitive market. Lots of people live stream the early, the televised games, that is, or the ones that are on the radio, like on TalkSport. So I appreciate people picking me over some really huge names. Really, really appreciate that. And we have Oscar Bobb on the ball now, and is that a foul? Is that a foul? That's not a yellow card for Romero. He's got to be careful. He's got to be careful in those areas. Is that a foul, though? He wins the ball. It might be just seen as a bit aggressive, but I thought that was a good tackle. I really thought that was a good tackle by Romero. But this is a good area for City to try and get something out of the game. Really nice set piece from the far side. A nice little in swinger from Bernardo Silva. We've got to be switched on here. Man marking by the looks of it. Few people on the edge of the area. You got Reijnders and whoever number 14 is. Jacob C12, all right, fella. Hello, mate. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Oh my God. Oh my word. What happened there? Oh, is that Van der Ven? That could have gone absolutely anywhere. I think it's Van der Ven. I'm waiting for another replay. Reijnders is now on the corner. Got to get this out. Got to get this out. Come on, mate. Come on, mate. Flick it on. Is that another corner? Yeah, another corner. Jed Spence. We're getting a lot of pelters and getting peppered now. So yeah, it's one of those things. And Vicario punches clear, and I don't know who that was. 82. Who's 82? Is that Rico Lewis? Absolutely sends it into the stratosphere. But yeah, Daniel Liv Cox says, "Hi, bro. You at the game today? What do you reckon? Does it look like I'm at the game? I'm most certainly not at the game." Oh, it's all kicking off now. Richarlison and I don't know who else. Bernardo Silva. It's all kicking off. Probably saying some slurs in Portuguese. Lots of pointing from Richarlison. He's doing this. What happened there then? That's weak. Was there something there? Oh, Richarlison pushing someone. Oh, lots of pushing between. Who's that? Is that Nico Gonzalez? And Ruben Diaz, he has a lot of pushing, lots of handbags. Oh, sorry, sorry, Daniel Lucas. No, I was only playing around. No, I'm just at home doing a live stream. This is just like my first match live stream that I've done. I apologise if I caused any offence. I thought you meant like was I in the crowd or something. No, I'm just doing a general live stream, not just for the channel, not for a Talksport or anything like that. But yeah, hope you're well. Thanks for joining. Hopefully we see out this win. We're on the 70th minute now. Be good if we could get a third. But yeah, as I say, there's 9 of you in the chat right now, but keep watching, keep your comments coming, and more people will hopefully join us as the game draws to its conclusion. Because I am getting very nervous about this one. But in general, we've had about nearly 600 of you watching at different stages. So that's really good to see. Rodri warming up there. Will he come on? Still not 100% fit, is he, Rodri? But I think I can speak for a lot of City fans. I've just broken the cap off my bottle. But yeah, it's a strange game, this. It's like a game of cat and mouse now. It's like we're waiting for City to come on to us. Yeah, it's really weird. Jacob C12 says that Spurs kit you're wearing screams Dele Alli. Yeah, it's very much reminds me of Dele Alli's son, Kane. Kane's the one I've got on the back, if you can see that. Spurs currently on the attack though with Brennan Johnson, as I'm getting distracted again. But we're taking our time, which is like what I like to see. We're not rushing it. We're playing it back and just trying to find different outlooks. And yeah, it's really, this is a really intense sort of play. Adijo Jacob says, nice to see you make this coverage. Thank you. Honestly, thank you. Really appreciate your comments. And hopefully if you do you want to see me do more live streams, I'm keen. I mean, I've got a bit of holiday coming up, but if I'm around and free to watch a game, I will try and do more live streams this season. Not for every game, obviously, but oh my God. So, if Saul was just a bit taller, that could have been free. Because James Trafford, again, is all at sea in that City goal. Wow. Jed Spence picks up the ball. Got him in my fantasy team, so hopefully he can get me a clean sheet. Brennan Johnson, be careful. That's a foul. That's a foul. Oh, so I'm getting a bit. Ooh. But did Dele Alli have a son? Yeah. Oh, honestly, it's getting really. But that was a nice little cross from, I think Sar's just onside. But it's the bounce that he just like mistimes his run and the bounce does him. And if he was the same height as Haaland, I think that would have been 3-0 to Spurs. But James Trafford, what are you doing, mate? You're having an absolute howler. And Pep's rolling the dice again. Rodri and Foden coming on for Manchester City. The Spurs take the free kick. Oh, is that another foul? No. Richarlison looked like he'd been fouled again there. I'm just... Game's petering out a little bit here. Who's that coming on? Who's 52? Who's 52? Is that Oscar Bobb? Oscar Bobb. Fair play to Oscar Bobb. He looks like such a good player considering he came back from an ACL. And Nico Gonzalez. So, bit light for Rodri. And even though Rodri has been facing an injury, another one off the back of his bad one, it's... Man City's midfield today has been... I think we've controlled that midfield battle. I'm just going to finish this off, then I'll answer your questions. Got to stay hydrated during these streams. 16 of you watching now. If you have just joined, leave your likes, get your questions in, super chats, and subscribe as well. Trafford was great in the Championship, but Prem is different gravy. Yeah, I mean, I think Burnley only conceded about 15 or 16 goals, 14, 15, 16 goals in the Prem, as Doku tries to play something to Foden. And if we're giving away a corner, that's a poor corner to give away, Romero. You've got to be switched on. But yeah, Daniel, do it. Daniel Livecock says, "Do any of you lads know where I can buy a fish with no teeth?" You need to start listening to the Sports Bar, Daniel. That's where you. That's where you can. They're talking about is a fish a pet the other day. Richard says, "Yes, more live stream. I'm listening and watching you from Barbados in the Caribbean. Hopefully, oh, that was from the corner. Rodri heads it. Really good grasp by Vicario. But yeah, Richard says, yes, more live streams. I'm listening and watching you from in Barbados in the Caribbean. I mean, must be the highlight of your holiday, Richard. So hopefully you're enjoying it. 20 people now watching. If you've just joined, as I say, leave your likes, comment your questions in the live chat, leave your super chats and subscribe. TalkSport, the main TalkSport account is in the chat, guys, and he says Irons. So it must be one of the West Ham fans working today. But I mean, not a good time to be saying Irons, whoever that is, because you took one hell of a beating last night by the Chelsea. But Spurs are now looking to make some subs. Looks like Johnson, who scored the first goal, coming on for Odebear. I mean, Johnson's finish, it's tasty. When he gets in those positions, he can be absolutely deadly. But yeah, Odebear coming on for Johnson. First time we've seen Odebear in a while. And considering that Frank apparently really, really rates Odebear, it's good to see. I think that would be good to keep, bring Odebear on, can keep more of the ball. That'd be good. And Richarlison, again, no goal, but great assist. Run his absolute socks off coming on for big Dom Solanke, who's going to do that similar sort of role, isn't he? Sort of like feeding off the scraps, have the ball hit into him, play it long from Vicario, bring it down, bring Kudos and whoever into play. So I really like the idea of that. Just getting another drink, actually, because I don't want to have a dry mouth. But yeah, 77 minutes on my clock. The Spurs look to try and keep a hold of this 2-0 lead, which is interesting. Foden on the ball doing some skill. I don't know if he nutmegged him there, but something. Oh, is that just a foul? But yeah, leave your comments and questions, guys, because what I'll probably do is after this game has gone to full time, I'll probably stream for about another 10 minutes. And then I'll go and do a big match reaction video that I usually do at full time. Doku now on the attack. Oh my God. Unbelievable defending from Mickey van der Ven. Absolutely unbelievable defending from Mickey. He's absolutely saved us there. Oh. James Trafford coming out again. He didn't need to come out there. He's just kicked out of play. He's had an absolute mare. Richard, I am enjoying it absolutely. Also follow you on all platforms of social media. Love to hear you. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Richard. Thank you very much. And if you're like Richard and you're enjoying what you're seeing, don't forget to subscribe because I have lots of content coming out in regard to Spurs. Going to do a live stream as well for the Champions League phase draw. We're in pot 3, I believe. So going to come up against some big teams of the same caliber as Man City. Foden looking like he's injured, by the way. Foden looking like he is injured. He's limping around all over the gaff. I don't know if that's just a reoccurring injury or whether that's just a contact injury, but he is moving rather gingerly. And then hopefully do a few more. I'm around next Saturday, Spurs Bournemouth. If I can't get a ticket, I might do another live stream for that as well. That's a 3:00, so hopefully get a few more eyes on that, which would be really, really good. But yeah, I've really enjoyed this today. It just is a nice, different way to watch a game. As I say, I've not really done many live streams in general, and this is the first match one I've done. So as City look to counter-attack us, see, that looked like a foul to me. Benson Cole looked like he just found Reijnders. Yeah, not good. Richard as well. Okay, I'm lock on, my friend. Good to hear, Richard. What's it like in Barbados? Make me jealous. How's the weather? Is it as hot and nice as I'm picturing? Because you might need to keep your head cool because we're in 80 minutes and it's 2-0 still at the Etihad. As a yellow is brandished. I don't know for who. I guess it's for poor over time wasting, I could imagine. I could imagine Thomas Frank, even though he seems like one of the nicest blokes in the world, keen to have a bit of the dark arts in his back pocket. But yeah, we've played phenomenally today. Get me words out. As James Trafford launches it long. And Mickey van der Ven, again, fantastic display from him. Really well worked. Odegaard now on the ball. Turning Rodri inside out. If we can wrap this up 3-0, honestly, I'd be absolutely buzzing. Also, I'm thinking, because I'm approaching 10,000 subs, I'm thinking of doing a giveaway or some sort of prize. Like as soon as I hit 10,000 subs, or in the lead up to 10,000 subs, I want to do a little bit of a giveaway. So if anyone's got any ideas, let me know. Let me know. Maybe a kit, maybe something special. I'm just trying to have a little think of how to do a bit of a giveaway. I was having a chat with my girlfriend about it because she said that would have been a good idea as we approach that milestone, which I'm absolutely buzzing that we're hurtling towards 10,000 subs. I've just hit 9,500, so we're only 500 away. But yeah. Jacob is actually TalkSport. That is the official TalkSport YouTube account. I work there, obviously. So someone's obviously, I think they're subscribed to my channel. So they've obviously seen me pop up and add a little look. Daniel Livecox, do you the connections with TalkSport Talk? You're just here for a wind-up, aren't you, Dan? You're just here for a wind-up. Ait-Nouri says, Wilson's skills. I mean, he was absolutely fantastic there, wasn't he? Absolutely fantastic. I think he's got a lot of potential to really be a key player for Thomas Frank. I really want him to try and get into the team and really push the likes of Johnson and oh my god, did they just hit the bar? I think Bernardo Silva just hit the bar. He's in my FPL draft, so part of me's up, but no, I don't. Oh no, I think that was just the roof of the net. Bernardo Silva, of all players trying to win a header. Wow. Where were we? Richard says, way too hot over here, my friend, and it's only 9:16 a.m. You're 5 hours ahead of us. I feel like I'm at the same time delay with how far behind my TNT stream is. But lovely to I've got a holiday coming up soon in Spain, and I'm really looking forward to that. A little bit of switch off after this bloody summer of transfer dealings that being rejected left, right, and centre. I think I need to have a switch off. Where were we? Fair play, lol. Jacob says, got any inside knowledge on some transfers? Well, obviously, TalkSport in close contact with Ben Jacobs and Alex Crook. And when they hear stuff, we're usually the first to hear as well. But nothing as yet in regard to Spurs. I had a chat with Dan Kilpatrick during the week, and he sort of said there's not too much going on at the moment. But obviously, this was before the Eze saga. And then on Tuesday, I'm on the latest Inside Spurs show on TalkSport with Jay Harris, who is the Athletics Tottenham correspondent. So I will be, seeing what he has to say in regard to transfers. Daniel Livecox says, who's your favourite on TalkSport? Good question. Should I go for my top three, who I really enjoy listening to? I love Cundy and O'Hara on Sports Park. I think it's the funniest show. I think that it's so funny. Simon Jordan's great as well. I enjoy White and Jordan. Benty and Goldstein are great. It's just lots of good shows for all different sort of, I think the shows serve a great purpose for every time of day you're watching. And I love the breakfast show as well. I think they're all class. There's some really good presenters on TalkSport. It's a great little show. And then I'll do a lot with Darren Ambrose now on Inside Spurs. He's got great knowledge and good to do. I'm like an influencer sort of fan channel, whatnot, and like to be on with a former Premier League footballer who's played at the top level and massive Spurs fan is really, really good. Richard says you have to come to Barbados sometime. I'm sure you'll enjoy it tremendously. Yeah, I need to save up, I think, and do a few more videos to fund it. But yeah, City now on the tack with Doku and really good defending by Pedro Porro. Big old raw by Pedro Porro. Trying to keep this defence tight in the final 5 minutes of normal time. 14 of you watching. Hopefully we can get to my goal of 50 likes. Would be fantastic as Lucas Bergval is set to come on for Mohamed Kudus. But yeah, as I say, 40 of you watching, leave your likes, subscribe, and leave me a super chat if you or a super chat if you want to make a donation to the channel. Leo 2010 says play FC 25. I just played Spurs FC 26 and came all over Tottenham Stadium, and it's not got good game, new game, great stuff. Keep up the live stream. I saw your other stream. Thank you, really appreciate that. Yeah, I don't play any of the FIFAs anymore. I went off them, and they're not as good as they used to be back in the day, so I've really gone off them this time. And now clear the corner, and Spurs looking to counter-attack with Pedro Porro absolutely belting it up the pitch, but he's played in Lucas Bergwijn, who's just kept onside on the 86th minute. Oh, he's still going. Go on, edge of the area. Oh my word. Oh, Odebear. What a chance. What a chance that is for Wilson Odebear. Lucas Bergwijn. What a player he's going to be, by the way. Absolutely. I don't know who that was, but he's absolutely sent the City player for a hot dog. Found Wilson Odebear. And I think because the defender's coming in, it's put Odebear off a little bit. That'll do. Or was Haaland going to get that? If Haaland gets that, wow. Haaland's been very quiet today, but there's always a chance in the final moments he could do something. But absolutely incredible defending by, I think that's Romero. This stream keeps bloody bugging. It's a bit grainy because it's on my PlayStation. He's played advantage of the ref. But yeah, Lucas Bergwijn to Odebear should have been wrapping up and Bergwijn was just giving away a free kick on the edge of the area. Oh, FC 25 test my patience. Honestly, that's why I don't play anymore. I don't play. It's not as good. Yeah, I just thought, what's the point of investing time into something like that? I'd rather invest it into the channel that I'm enjoying doing. But yeah, just a bit over it, really. Richard, okay, hope you make it some nice food, son, and beautiful beaches over here. If you come, you'll find it very hard to return home. Is that good? Yeah, I mean, I'm keen to go over to the Caribbean. I'm really keen. Like, I feel like it'd be a bit of me, bit of sunshine, bit of, I love their culture, their food, love a bit of rum as well. But enough of that. We're now heading into the 88th minute, and Man City have a free kick right on the edge of the area with Phil Foden, I think, over the ball. Pep Guardiola walking up to the touchline. Foden takes, and it literally hits the first man, Bergwijn. And we win a free kick with Rodri. Wow. Dan Cox, would you rather have Big Ange or Thomas Frank in charge? If we win this, Thomas Frank. Love Big Ange. I sort of, I made my things clear on. I did love him. I appreciated him winning the trophy, but I think long term he wasn't meant to be the one. Thomas Frank is showing like the versatility we can play. Hopefully if we see this out, that will be 2 games, 5 goals, 2 clean sheets. And again, at the Etihad, it's what we do at the Etihad, isn't it? It's our playground, unfortunately, and Man City fans know that for a fact. It is what we do. But yeah, this has been an absolute. I'm getting stressed though because we're at the 89th minute and it's Tottenham. We've got to remember it is Tottenham. Anything can happen. They can let it all slip. Last week, the other week against PSG. But that was the 85th minute, so we've gone past that. But even in the last few moments, anything can happen. Anything can happen. But yeah, we keep in faith that Spurs can hopefully hold on, hopefully get the win. 17 of you watching right now. If we can get to 50 likes, as I say, we'll be really, really happy. It's been a really good stream so far. But yeah, 50 likes was my goal heading into this one because there's a lot of people streaming at the same time. And question from Jacob: would you take any Arsenal players at Spurs? Eze? Who would I take? I mean, I think Saka's great. I think Saka's really good. I'd take, put Kudus on the left, put Saka on the right. Zubimendi, I really like. Think he'd be good than Rice, and even their defenders are quite good. I think it's in Raya. I think he's a bit better than Vicario. I just like our team. I wouldn't want to remove many players. Pellegrini, by the way, coming off for Kevin Danzo. I wonder now if Thomas Frank is changing the shape of this Spurs side to a back three for the last 4 minutes of actually he's added on 4 minutes of added time, but we're already on 90 minutes 37. And TNT Sports, I guess it's Ali McCoy on comms, has given Sarr man of the match. I mean, what a player Sarr is. Let me know what you think of Sarr. Are you as impressed? Are you shocked? Or did you know? I mean, I always knew he had it in him. I called him one of Tottenham's most underrated players the other year. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. Such a good display again. To cut, early kickoff. Not, we had a nice little start to the Prem. If you on paper, Burnley, and Bournemouth next week and West Ham the week after. And this was the one where we were like, right, this was the one our eyes focused to. Burnley first, but then City. But now with just over the 91st minute, 91 minutes and a half, 2-0 win, hopefully, at the Etihad. It's what we want to see as Spurs fans. It's what we want. We want the team to really, to go to places like this and be comfortable. And I know we've done it before, but this is like probably one of the best victories. Like we've actually played well. We've actually deserved to be 2-0 up. And that's Thomas Frank, the double bogey, I call it, against City. They hate playing Spurs and they hate playing Thomas Frank's Brentford. So we've got 2 in 1. Jacobs, as Solanke is through. What's he going to do? Shoot! Oh, what a save that is. Go on! Oh, great save from Odeberg as well. But putting the pressure on in the final minutes, 92nd minute. And I'm 2 minutes behind you guys. So was Danzo actually a good signing or sentimental because he was part of the win team? I think Danzo's great as a backup. I think he's one of the most underrated players in the Premier League. But James Trafford's had a poor game. That's 2 really good saves back to back from Solanke and Odeberg. Sar's been great. Love your commentary. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys. We had like over 600 people join this at different moments. 15 still here. 48 likes. If we get to 50, I'll be really happy. Subscribe if you haven't, and leave some super chats. Would be really generous. We've been going for 2 hours now, and my voice really, really hurts. Commentate a little bit, please, on the match. Sorry, I will. I'm just getting ahead of myself. At the 93rd minute, corner comes in. Romero could have teed it up a little bit better for my liking. But closing out now, we should hopefully get the win here. Poro swinging in a nice ball to Solanke. It just misses him. As City look to play out again through Doku and Ake. And a nice little tactical foul there from Sarr, who's honestly, when he first joined, he was a bit like Bambi on ice. Now he's like a man. He is like a gazelle, the way I'd love to see his heat map. I'd love to see like the ground he's covering because it's absolutely balmy. This player, he's just an absolute class little player. But yeah, we're closing out now then. Sorry, my stream on my other laptop went a bit weird. And Bergvall puts out for a corner, but we're heading now to the 94th minute. 94th minute for Spurs. Just clear. We can keep a clean sheet. I mean, City, has this brought them back down to earth? I don't know. I worry now as a City fan because they need, the pressure's on them this year. The pressure is on Manchester City to really get something good out of, this one here. Ait-Nouri says, nice one, Sonny. Great work. Lucky stream for Spurs. I guess it's full time, but I'm still a little bit behind. As Pedro Porro clears the ball, and it's a win for Spurs. 2-0 at the Etihad. Let's go. Yes. Wow. Spurs have done it. Look at this. And the players are all hugging each other. They're all knackered. They're absolutely on the floor. I'll probably stream now for another 5 minutes because then I'm going to do a reaction video. But we've hit 50 likes. There's massive cuddles and that between Vicario and Van der Ven, probably about earlier. But yeah, Tottenham beating City, at the Etihad 2-0 in the early kickoff. Goals from João Palhinha and Brennan Johnson. 2 goals was enough. What a game plan from Thomas Frank, from Tottenham. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Let's go, Spurs. We've done it. We've done it. We've done it. Honestly, what an absolute wow. Fair play, Spurs. There's 28 of us now in the chat. I'm going to stream for another 5 minutes. Then I'll be back with a reaction video, talking about the main points and what, Thomas Frank has done, because Thomas Frank has done it again. City hate facing us and hate facing, hate facing us and Thomas Frank. Oh, I'm absolutely wow. Wow. I think that's now people are gonna realise that Thomas Frank is here to, make it happen at Spurs. He's gonna be moving the needle for Spurs. People need to now start taking Tottenham more seriously. That is a statement win. After an awful week where we've missed out on signing Eberechi Eze, that is a statement win. But all I will say to the 35 of you watching now, we need to still go out in the transfer market. We still need to go and make signings. We still need to, move the needle when it comes to a creative player, because, we've got some really good players. But, yeah, that was fantastic. That was absolutely fantastic. Yeah, sky has fallen. That was rather enjoyable. What a game. What a performance. A brilliant coaching display from, says Tudan Soulful. And the players were simply superb. Absolutely incredible. Andrew Mallard, another clean sheet. Wow. And got rid of that 2-0 up hoodoo. Just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. What a team Thomas Frank is building. I'm just buzzing. It's so good. It's so, so good. And I think that puts us, I can't see because my ring light's in the way. We're now top of the league. And, that's great. The only team to win 2 games so far. Yeah, wow. Johnson again. Ole, ole. 2-0 Fury. Yeah, wow. Absolutely buzzing. Wow. Fair play, Spurs. Fair play. As Thomas Frank, Bentoncourt's got 2 things up his nose. They're all clapping the away fans. This is going to make people, Spurs fans and the like, realise that Thomas Frank is here to make stuff happen. He's here to make stuff happen. Don't get me wrong. I know we won 4-0 here last year at the Etihad under Ange Postecoglou, but that is a statement win after a terrible week for Spurs. After an absolute terrible week. But, Manchester City, it's happened again. I'm absolutely buzzing. Thoughts on Mo Kudus? I thought he was fantastic again. What a signing he's proven to be. And Johnson being used to his strengths. Yeah, he's a finisher. That's what he get him in the areas, get him in the places, and he will finish. Add Savinho to that. But yeah, wow, what a display. 56 of you watching now. We're hitting peak concurrence. I might stay live until 2 hours and 20, just so I can get your thoughts and feelings just before I do another reaction video. But yeah, top of the table. That's amazing. Get your questions in, get your things, because I'm going to stream for another few minutes, as I say. Check the stats. This time we did more than match them. Saar work rate was incredible. Yeah, let me look at the stats, actually. Let me get them on screen right now. Yeah, 12 shots, 5 on target, 39% possession, but we didn't need the ball to their 61%. They had 10 shots and 4 on target. But yeah, Spurs, fair play. Fair play to Tottenham Hotspur. They went there to the Etihad again and absolutely, Sabutio Spurs spot on. We could have got a couple more there. We could have got a lot more in that game. We were really, really good. And on TNT Sports, both goal scorers, Brennan Johnson and João Palhinha, are doing their post-match interviews. As I say, we've now got 53 of you watching, 59 likes. If we can get those likes up even more, get your questions in. I'll be live for another few minutes. And also subscribe if you are not already subscribed. And if you'd like to be so generous and leave me a super chat, I've been streaming for the last 2 hours and 14 minutes I'm absolutely knackered. The Spurs have won. That improves my mood. It improves my weekend after a terrible week after the Eze saga. And talk transfers as well. I'm keen to talk transfers. No hate on Brenny, but if he was a little bit less selfish, could have been 3 if not 4. Yeah, I mean, fair play for him for shooting. Like, I mean, I think most of us would have shot in those circumstances. But it's one of those things where, yeah, he probably should have looked up. That's what Thomas Frank will add to his game. You know, at the moment, he's a great finisher. He needs to link up a little bit better, would be my thing. We could have, Joe's hideout. No, oh no, I just read that. That game was about how comfortable we were. Yeah, we were so comfortable. We were so comfortable. Kush as well saying I'm happy. Yeah, just absolutely fantastic display there. And a lot of people were talking about City last week, you know, keeping Erling Haaland quiet. A lot of people, I bet, were captaining Haaland in their FPL. Riaz Boma, I've just seen. Who is Eze? Just another gooner. Honestly, I'm absolutely ecstatic with that. Absolutely a huge, huge win for Tottenham Hotspur. A massive win for Spurs. Like, it's just so good. It's so good, honestly. And we're top of the league. We are top of the league. Say we are top of the league. Oh, Palhinha, Bentancur and Sarr in the midfield just disrupted. Yeah, Man City's midfield looked absolutely shot to bits. They didn't know how to deal with us. We kept going. We were breaking it up. Wow. I mean, Aidan Richards, so glad I didn't buy Haaland in FPL. But I'll tell you what, guys, I'm going to leave the stream there because I want to go and react to this for another YouTube video on the So Talk Spurs YouTube channel. But as I say, 52 of you watching right now, 67 likes, which is absolutely monumental. If you just stick around, subscribe and hit that notification bell, we'll let you know when that next video is live, which will be live hopefully before 3 o'clock. My man of the match would have been Sarr, just to let you know. But yeah, I think they're so good. But yeah, as I say, leave your likes on this stream, subscribe, hit the notification bell because it'll let you know when that video's gone live. And if you want to, for the next 2 minutes while I'm talking, leave a super chat because, as I say, I've been going live now for 2 hours and 16. I've loved every minute of it. I want to do more streams for the Sonny Talk Spurs YouTube channel and really get you guys involved because we had a really good reaction in the chat today. I'm absolutely buzzing. But yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed. I'll be back, as I say, by 3 o'clock with another video. But until then, up the Spurs, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.